Dang. What I want to say is welcome, Anthony Edwards, to the National Basketball Association. My man, after game one of round two, has finally arrived, and he's shown me. Matter of fact, I was about to make a statement, but then I was like, I don't know. I was about to be like, he's shown me that he is up there with Shea, but then it's just like, man, is he though?
I wouldn't know. You talking about?
Yes,
You said what?
Who you
yes,
talking about? Ant?
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I mean, they're two different dudes, though. You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard to compare them as far as like if you're trying to have a conversation about who's better. You know what I mean?
I
But I
think
would
Shea is
say
better
that,
right now, but Ant going to be better
yeah,
than him.
yes, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that it's going to be easy for people to say that Ant is better
They see the
because
potential.
Shea isn't as
Yeah,
flashy. Well, what he isn't as flashy. He doesn't have the highlights like the dunks and that type of thing. So like people are gonna gravitate towards Ant, I think.
that young nigga cold, man.
That's all I'm saying, bro. And it's I'm well, y'all know I've been advocating for SGA this entire season. I feel like he should have won MVP. Have they announced that yet? I'm tripping. Okay,
No, they usually don't announce it till the
so
conference
yeah, I
finals.
was like, I feel like he's the MVP. But you know what I'm saying? As far
That
as
shit
because I
going to
mean,
Luka.
it might, it
He
just
just
might.
won that round, like, bruh, like he's if he would have lost first round, I would have, SGA. They gonna get that shit to Luca, bro. Luca, a Joker.
Well, votes are
Yeah,
already in.
I
You know
hear
what I
that,
mean?
but
So
nigga, that
I think it's gonna be the other one.
Joker. It's going to one of them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to Shay.
No, I mean y'all know who my vote for, but I ain't got an official vote.
You talking about JB?
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's my
I
can
think
opinion.
we?
he
Yeah.
deserves a top
No,
four vote. He deserves it.
No, no, we are not doing that conversation again.
I'm
No,
What-
just,
no.
I'm because I.
We got too much. We got too many other things going on. We're not going backwards.
Bro, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. All right, yeah, this Minnesota game. All right, so Minnesota obviously took down Denver in the first game of round two, 2-5. What did you see in game one, and do you feel like it could carry over from Minnesota in the game two?
All right, so look, I hate what I'm about to say, right? Because I don't want to take credit away from the team that won the
Mm-hmm.
game, right? But I think Denver came out real hangover like.
Man, come on.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm concerned because they started out the Lakers series like this, like every game, like they came out slow like this, and they had to make Herculean comebacks. But Minnesota have the big men that the
Yeah,
Lakers don't
like they
have.
gonna smoke their ass.
So it's gonna be harder.
Playing
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be
this,
harder to
I
do
was
that.
kind of
So
concerned when they start coming back because they started coming back in the game. I'm like, damn, Denver back in it. They started like 18 to like 2 or some shit, some crazy shit. And
yeah,
I'm like, oh
yeah.
yeah,
And
because
but
they
this is
do
the
that shit.
part.
Champions do that
But this is
shit
the
though.
part.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, this is the cliche moment. You know what I'm saying? Does Denver have the
They
heart of a
do.
champion?
They
Like, are we
already
going to
shown
see
that shit
them come out? Are we going to see them come out in game two and play in a way that we haven't seen them play in
because
the
they know if
playoffs
they
yet?
lose
Like, are
this
they going to
one,
come out? It's
yeah.
over. Yeah.
Like the
Yeah. So,
window, like their
so
championship
Denver, I
window,
think.
Nah,
like
for this year, that shit, the series
No,
over,
just for this
nigga.
year.
oh,
Yeah, for this year.
They here, bro. They not just here. They
Like
gonna
for
contend
me,
for the next 3 to 5 years, bro.
yeah, like for me, Denver's got to come out 21-9
Like they
or
did
something like
them.
that. Like they just gotta, yeah, they just gotta come out and say like, look, playtime is over. You know what I mean? Even if Minnesota comes back, like whatever, like just as the champ, as the home team, as the favorite. You know what I mean? You just need to come out and say, y'all must have forgot.
That's what was scary about having the late show round one. I knew this was gonna be the case. Like if we won't gonna get them, somebody gonna get them because they gonna spend it all on us. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew this
Hmm.
shit. Like we supposed to. We is so pussy for that shit, bro. I swear to God, like bro, that shit is weak, bro.
Denver came out looking like the Colts against the Texans with the division on the line.
Flat, flat.
What up,
I was about to
Nico?
say, look, y'all, look, this we are live in the motherfucking hot box. This is Cups in the Gang. I'm Styrofoam Ralph, man. You already know I got my dog with me. One half of Sports Reports as ordered. Mike Will 25 in the building, and you know I got my dog LA all way AD representing in the motherfucking building, and you know I got my dog, my brother from another, the illegitimate Oracle, the 4-1 Oracle, Bleed Blue, Nap Nation, Jay Lethal. What's happening, gang?
What it do?
Now, my dog, I'm gonna ask you the same question. I'm gonna ask you the same question that I just asked 2-5. What did you see from Minnesota Denver game one? And can you see it carry over into game two for Minnesota?
AD came to play, bro. I mean, Ant
Mm.
Man came to play for sure. Like Ant came to play all the way. It's a different Minnesota team though. Like they not the same team when Denver knocked them out last time. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga is coming to beat these niggas. I see him keep carrying the same type of energy, bro. They locked in. Like they is locked in. It's a like,
But
different type of series we about to see, bro.
the one thing I do like though, from the Denver standpoint, is before the series started, they beat Minnesota in 5 last year. But a lot of Denver players were saying, like, yo, that was our toughest series last year.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not taking Minnesota lightly. So we can't go there and be like, yo, Minnesota
Nah,
surprised them, or,
Right.
they knew what they were
they
getting.
straight up
They knew
trying
what
to
they were
like,
getting.
nah, we trying to take y'all niggas out for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I fucks with it. They locked in, bro. They literally is locked in, bro. Like, game one was just like, bro, y'all niggas thought this shit was sweet. Nah.
Nah, yeah, I definitely feel that though. So, just really early, like, how many games do y'all see this going?
I say game six. I
I
say
said
game
7.
six. I say Minnesota six.
Mm.
It's too early to tell, bro. It's all depends on how game two go. If that bitch go the way I hope it go,
Mm.
I still got Denver in 7.
they put that's because you want to give them the respect as a champion. And I respect that. I feel that, but they still got to show me. We let this sh-
No, there's just
we let this
my
shit
bad, my bad.
happen.
Mm.
We let this
no,
run of the Nuggets happen, bro. It's our fault.
no, no, it's not that. I think for me, it's not even about Denver for me. Like I understand what you're saying, but it's not about Denver for me. It's about Minnesota from the
Yeah.
standpoint of, like, how do you react the first time you run into that adversity? You know what I mean? Like as the less experienced team, how do you react
They
if
do you
Denver
know what
does
I
win the
like
next
about
two games
them?
to go up 2-1?
Michael Conley, bro. Them niggas hungry as fuck. I like them niggas to go all the way. If it
Mm-hmm.
get to Boston, that I'm
Mm-hmm.
more concerned with Boston versus Minnesota in the finals.
Yeah, I think this is the Western Conference
Yeah.
Finals.
Boston the only if they get past the Nuggets, Boston really is the only thing in them niggas way because they got enough wings to match that shit. Like they can throw Tatum at that
Mm-hmm.
nigga, they can throw Jalen Brown at that nigga, they can throw niggas at him. The Nuggets don't really got enough for that nigga, bro. And
Right.
the scariest part about this shit is that nigga 22 years old, bro. This shit is about to get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bro
Like,
about to be in 3 to 5 years. Bro about to be every bit of like I understand why niggas be like MJ and you know what I'm saying? Like, bro do be like it's crazy. Shit
So
crazy.
what? So what is Shay's trajectory then? If he ready to be MJ, what is Shay's trajectory?
Shay, he different. He I like bro because he do everything. He play defense. He playmate, he score, bro, do everything. He really better than Ant right now.
To me, to do that type of comparison, I'm gonna go a little off kilter here. Like Shea is more to me is more like Isaiah Thomas if he was 6'5" or six
Mm.
Mm.
six.
Mm.
So he could be Ant's Isaiah.
Word. I can feel that though. You know what I'm saying? Being the protagonist to MJ and Ant Man for the first couple years of the rivalry.
Yeah, and then you still got Dallas waiting in the
He just
wings.
got
They
a
ain't going
mean
nowhere.
team with him, bro. Rudy Gobert, he got some experience. That's why I'm not really concerned about
Mm,
the bro. Mike Conley hungry, bro. He been ready for this shit for 10 years.
he is.
He was in the
Hell
Western
yeah.
Conference Finals 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like that
Hmm.
nigga ain't been back since. Like, bro,
And
them
speaking
niggas
of hunger, the my bad, AD, what you was saying?
nothing. I got it off that. I just wanted to say that, bro, because I just them Memphis teams was my niggas, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like them Zebo, Mike
Yeah,
Conley, Tony
yeah.
Allen, bro. Them niggas, bro, was some niggas, man.
Hmm.
In
I
the
feel you.
West, like them niggas
No,
was some
straight up.
dogs.
And also, again, since we're talking about hunger, there was another playoff game that happened today, Orlando versus the Cavaliers, and Orlando was winning very handedly in the beginning, and then all of a sudden in the second half, their big three between Cole, Bankero, and Wagner collectively went 3 for 20.
Wagner didn't do shit the whole
Mo
game.
Wagner went 1 for 15, I think, for the entire game.
Franz,
Jalen Suggs
you
went
talking about
two
you?
for
You confusing with
13.
his brother,
Oh, who is it?
Yeah,
Franz.
Franz
Franz.
Wagner.
Franz,
Yeah,
yeah,
Franz.
yeah. So you know what I'm
That nigga
saying?
was
Yeah,
bad all
yeah,
game. I
and
knew he
Jalen
wasn't
Suggs
going
went
like
two
I
for
like bro
13.
went to Michigan. Like I know that nigga, man.
In a
I put him
closeout game.
under 20. I knew Ben Curl was about to go crazy, and I knew Franz wasn't gonna live up to it in the game 7, bro. Mike, you called this shit going and Cleveland winning in game 7, bro. The way the game was going, I thought, like you said, Ralph, them niggas was winning like easily.
Yeah, they were up
And was
18
up
at one
10 and a
point.
half. Like
And
I was like more I was feeling like, all right, they, the Cavs have came back a little bit. Donovan Mitchell gonna get his. Darius Garland was struggling. Fucking Evan
Mm-hmm.
Mobley was
three
struggling.
for 13.
Like that
Three for
shit.
13. But I think Cleveland found something. Like Cleveland, I think Cleveland found that it's time for Jared Allen to go.
Mm.
And that nigga, man.
You know what I mean? Like Mobley is their five. You know what I mean? Like that's what we learned in
He
this series.
tough.
And I'm interested to see how game one goes with no Porzingis. You know what I mean? Obviously, I think Boston's going to win, but I want to see how competitive
His
Cleveland
shit
can
better
keep
bring
it.
the dog out Donovan
Um,
Mitchell. Boston better bring consistency out of that nigga.
Bruh,
yeah.
Jalen Brown ready to shut that
Well, I
shit
think
down, Shawty.
No, he not.
no, Jalen Brown ready to chuck some shots when he don't need to. That
Bruh.
what he ready to
Derek
do.
I'm glad
White, for
somebody
one,
else
Derek
see
White
it.
and Captain Drew ready to shut all that shit down.
Yeah, you
He
see
the
Derek
X
White
factor. I
averaging
was ready to say
22
if
in the
he come
playoffs.
in shooting like he been shooting in versus Miami, nobody beating y'all niggas, bro. Cause them niggas Tatum and Jalen
Well,
Brown can really chill. Like if bro
Yeah,
gonna be doing
upset.
that,
well, I think Orlando got caught up in two things: inexperience, and the new NBA. Because like I was commenting in the chat, like they had one possession where they had three offensive rebounds and they just kept shooting threes,
Yeah.
and it's like, yo, it's not falling. Y'all are down six right now. Like this ain't panic time. You know what I mean? But this is how we live now. Like Lethal said, put that shit down in the post. You ain't even got to take a inside shot, but let the defense collapse and then kick it out for the three if you decide to
Yeah.
do that.
niggas live and
They
die
keep
by
swinging
that
that bitch
shit.
around the arc.
Like you can easily, it's easier to get a foul call, hit and get to the free throw line than it is for you to get out a shooting slump.
Yeah, and the Orlando just didn't know how to react once Cleveland turned the heat up. Like once Cleveland turned the intensity up, the defense, they just panicked. Like obviously Bankero just kept it moving, but nobody came with him.
So what do the what is it? that the Magic need? Do they need Isaac, Jonathan Isaac to come back? Do they? What
They
do they need?
they needed this. They needed to lose. They needed to get some salt in their mouth.
They need.
You know what I'm saying? So they can come back. It's 'cause like Mike said, they ain't got no experience for real. Even though the Cavs don't really got much more experience, they got star players who do, or a star player who does have some experience with the Jazz. And the Cavs did make it last year, I think, versus and lost to the
Mm-hmm.
Knicks. Or did they beat the Knicks?
Yeah. No, they
Right.
lost to the Knicks. Yeah.
So it's just not the Magic time, but they was definitely the better team this series.
Orlando needs a leader. You know what I mean? They don't need like not this specific player, but they need somebody like a CJ McCollum,
Mm-hmm.
like a dude that
Right.
has
I
been
just was
Mike
about to say
Conley,
that, but I was trying to
a
let you
dude
finish your
that's been
point.
around
Yep.
the block. Yeah, yeah, a dude that's been around the block that can
Who is
Is
settle
what
that
it
it
on
do.
down.
OKC?
That
Not to
can
change the subject, but who is that guy on OKC? Because do they even have that?
they
It's like
don't,
Memphis.
and that's why
Memphis
I
ain't
think they're
have
going to
that
lose
shit
to
neither.
Dallas. Yeah, that's why I think they're going to
Even
lose to
without
Dallas.
Kleber.
Outside of like Dallas going to kill
Even
them on
without
the
Kleber.
boards. Yeah, even
Oh,
without Kleba, I think Dallas is going to kill them on the boards.
I don't know. I just don't believe.
And so the playoffs, the playoffs are about who has the best players, right? So Luka and SGA can go head to
It's
head.
Kyrie. That's the
Can
only thing that
Jalen
make
Williams
them
keep up with
right. That's the
Kyrie?
only thing that make them niggas wild, bro. It's
Yeah,
not Luca, bro. Luca gonna get his 40, 10, whatever the fuck you want every time, and that shit don't matter
right,
what they
right.
win or lose. It's a literally a coin flip. But because they got
Yeah,
Kyrie, go ahead.
third quarter the other night, Kyrie and Luka together equaled what the whole Clippers scored in that quarter.
Crazy.
Clippers gonna clip. Who said? Did you say that shit?
Always.
Yeah, that's my line.
Those niggas
And this
pissed.
Pacers
And,
Knicks.
and that's why Paul George,
The
Go ahead.
Knicks about to beat the
real
shit out
quick,
of them.
real quick, that's why Paul George can't be like if you're depending on Paul George, just go on and pack up
He
the
just
locker.
passed that point, bro. He
That's
was
tough.
leading them Pacers teams.
Yeah,
He just was facing LeBron.
yeah. Well, since
That's
the
what I was ready to
injury,
say. Like
man,
he
like he
passed
just,
the player that
yeah,
will get that shit from that nigga sometimes. And I know you was trying to talk about the Magic, Ralph.
No, you
Um,
good, bro. Y'all good. Y'all good.
but Paul George just passed because he got the talent, bro. Like he talented as a motherfucker, but
hmm
he just to expect that shit from Cuz consistently, that shit ain't happening no more. He passed that shit.
yeah, he's the perfect basketball player for this
That's why
era.
all the young niggas look like model their game after Cuz. I mean, 2K
hmm
nigga get on that joint and making a Paul George build. He do everything, talent wise, skill
Yeah,
wise. You know what I'm saying? But
and he
it's
can
also
shoot.
about mentality too. That's what we
Well, since we
find out.
talking about PG really quick, I got three names: PG, Jimmy Buckets, and DeRozan.
I'm taking Paul George, but I feel niggas are taking Jimmy because I
I'm,
know they gonna think about the playoffs.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna take Jimmy just off of the heart
Mm.
and the
Mm.
leadership.
DeRozan, my nigga too.
But Paul
I'm
George is
taking
perfect.
DeRozan over Jimmy
Like
too
like
though.
if
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
if I could get Indiana Paul George, like Indiana Paul George is probably like as LeBron is fading out, that would have been the dude leading the NBA.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? But like AD said, with the injuries, he just can't do it
All right.
consistently enough. You know, because I think that I think that Paul George, in a lot of ways, is better than
He is.
Kawhi.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's
That's
just
a
that Kawhi, when he's playing, just does it more consistently.
So back to the East side. Speaking of Paul George and the Pacers, this Pacers and Knicks series, man,
Paul George on the
I can't.
Clippers.
No, but I'm saying as far as back then, but
Oh,
the this Pacers and Knicks series, man, I can't wrap my mind around what's gonna happen in this series. I don't know if it's gonna be a sweep or if it's gonna be a 7 game jump.
uh, a sweep which way?
Um,
Either way,
No, the Knicks should sweep.
I'm think
Like,
yeah, I'm thinking Knicks. I'm thinking Knicks in five.
hmm.
is Randall not coming back? Is he done for the year?
No, he's out for the year.
So
He's
they
out
just
for the
gotta
year.
get it. It all depends. That team really depends on what Dante DiVincenzo shows up, bro. Because Jalen Brunson can't do that shit
Hmm.
by himself.
I agree. I
The Pacers
agree.
remind me a lot. The Pacers remind
But
me of a college team.
Halliburton ain't been
You know
playing.
what I mean? Like they're the team that wants to get up and down the court, but the Knicks need to set the pace and say, no, we're gonna play this half court game. And what can Indiana do once the game slows down?
I
I just don't. I don't believe in Tyrese Halliburton no more. That nigga, like, he went from like being the best point guard in the NBA with them niggas, all of the niggas, and then to just being still a good player, but not enough for them niggas to do what I thought that it was going. I thought they was gonna try to, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
The kind of steps that OKC, the Kings last year, um, who the other team, the Wolves this year, like the kind of steps that them niggas taking and shit. Like I thought the Pacers, the way Tyrese Halliburton, and then getting Siakam, it's like they got Siakam and like fuck it,
yeah, he's definitely a liability.
like that shit.
Well, like just like you mentioned, White Dante. Uh, that's how I feel about Neesmith for the Pacers. Is he going to knock down enough shots to where Siakam can do some of the things that he's been able to do? Because we still got to factor in they were playing Milwaukee without Giannis. You know, Dame only played 2 or 3 games in that
And
series.
they barely got by that
You know, they
bitch.
did lose
They
So
a
barely
y'all
got.
think a healthy
yeah, they did
Milwaukee
lose a
team would have won
game.
that series?
No, I still think
Nah,
Indiana would have beat them.
Giannis, who they
But
know. If Giannis out there and he playing like he want to play, because that's the only reason why them niggas lost is to Mike Point. No Giannis and Dame only played like 3 games. You know what I'm saying?
hey, Indiana beat Milwaukee 4 out of 5 during the
But
regular season, and Giannis had 56 in one of
but
those
that was when
games.
Tyrese Halliburton was doing the shit I was just talking about.
True, that's true. That is true.
Greek,
But yeah, I had Indiana either way. I didn't care. Just because I think that Milwaukee is at that point. They were at that point. You know, the way the Eagles came into the playoffs.
Mm,
I feel like that's where
but the
mm.
Milwaukee
Eagles
is.
still had enough to win a playoff game because they had that experience though.
No, they lost
Didn't
the
they beat the
playoff game to
Bucks? Oh,
Tampa.
they lost that John.
They lost. Yeah, they lost. They lost
Mm.
to Baker
Yeah,
Mayfield.
that's what I'm saying. That's so.
And Tampa
Yeah, so
went
that's
to
what I'm saying. That's
Detroit or
what.
some shit, right? That's
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So when Milwaukee coming into the playoffs, Giannis or not, that's how I felt. Like the dynamic, the chemistry, Doc Rivers, all
I
that
think they just
stuff.
got
Like
enough
I just
experience.
felt Milwaukee was ready
Just
to go
like
home.
Dane cut that shit on, cause Dane cut that shit on. When that shit was time to be cut on, he cut that shit on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like same with I feel the same with Greek. If Greek, it's all about mentality with him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like cause I feel like he gave up on the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if he came into the season, the playoffs, like I'm ready to, try to chase a ring. And Dame and the rest of the team notices that they living up to that shit, bro. The Pacers still no chance.
I don't know. That's a tough injury though. Like I said, Porzingis is scheduled to be out about 3 weeks
The
with the
nigga
same
was just
injury.
playing before the playoffs, and you know what I'm saying? Like, bro was just playing on that shit, on that injury.
And
Yeah,
I told niggas he was the icing on the cake, bro. He was the
I feel
icing
like
on the cake, bro.
him and Kawhi gave up on their teams, bro. We gonna stop cutting them niggas slack.
Who? Who?
Yeah, Kawhi for sure.
Giannis
Kawhi for
and
sure.
Kawhi, they
Oh,
both
all
gave
right. I
up
thought
on
you were talking
them.
about KP.
Yeah,
Giannis
Kawhi for
is
sure. He better
content
sit
with
his
his
ass
ring. Like
down.
he don't have to. Like he content.
If Kawhi play for Team USA, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm done with that guy.
Yeah, no, of course. Wait, uh, how long is he supposed to be hurt and when the Olympics start?
Well, I don't. He's not even really hurt. He just has inflammation. You know what I mean? So he's been getting shots and stuff. So he's not like he sprained his knee or he twisted something. Like his shit is just flaring up.
So real quick before we switch over, last series, Thunder Maverick, is it going down to the wire?
I'm taking Dallas in 6.
Tough one, man. That's a tough one. I probably, if I had to say anything bro, that matchup, Uncle Drew is Uncle Drew right now, bro. I would literally say Mavs and four. I feel like it's a
Y'all niggas getting crazy.
Mm.
but that's just me just
Mavs in 4.
that's just what I'm saying. Just
Where
cause
is El Residente? Do you want to log that in the lethal ledger?
I don't know. I'm just talking
He
shit.
said, "Hell no." But yeah, nah. So I mean, who on Dallas side is gonna stop SGA?
It's not about stopping them.
Nobody.
It's just can you out are you gonna outscore the Thunder? Is the Mavs gonna outscore the Thunder? This
The key for OKC to me is, and this is me like if I was OKC's coach. Obviously, I don't know what they're actually going to
Mm,
do. But if I was OKC's coach, my plan is to start out Lou Dort on
mm.
Luca. And can I force Luca into 11 for 30?
Okay.
In games like that. You know what I mean? Where like I know cliche, make it hard for him or whatever. Can I have Luca go 11 for 30? Can I keep Luca off the free throw line? That's the key for OKC to me, because Holmgren is going to have to deal with Lively and Gafford. You know what I mean? And OKC was already near the bottom of the league in rebounding to begin
Mhm.
with. You know what I mean? So that's why I asked the question: can Jalen Williams keep up with Kyrie? So if Luca scores 27,
Yeah.
I'm sure SGA could get 27. You know what I mean? If Kyrie scores 27, can Jalen Williams consistently get 24?
We got Buckeye Moody tapping into the hot box.
Yo,
yeah.
What it do? Commodores in the house?
Now we were right on time. So look, I'm gonna ask you just like I asked 2-5. Mavericks Thunder. Is it going down to the wire? What's the key to the series? Who's gonna stop SGA?
mm, my early nod is I got Mavs in 6 right now. I don't know. That could
Hmm.
change. I don't know. That's my early thought. I got to think about that some more.
All this shit predicated on niggas is banking on Kyrie. It
I
ain't
mean
got it ain't
that.
got it's got little to do with Luca,
Nah,
bro.
man, they're about to treat this
I
dude
mean
like a
that too.
crony.
But now the Mavs like they missing what's his name Kleber off the
Maxi.
bench. That's gonna be huge.
This shit really for me all depend on what Chet Holmgren gonna come and his
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
inconsistency. If he come,
Mm-hmm.
then watch out, bro. They that as much as niggas saying Mavs in 6, I feel like it's going OKC in 6. Just like I
Mm.
felt like the Clippers
Okay.
should have beat them. It's just the Clippers. Hold on.
Yeah, we told you about the Clippers,
I
man.
mean, you
Don't
ain't had to
trust
tell
them
me.
dudes,
I fuck
man.
with Harden, bro. That's really
Jay
all it
Lethal,
is.
that's your
That's what
squad.
I was
Those
going to
your
say. I know
boys.
you team
I
Harden.
fuck,
You team Harden, so you should realize that 2 for 10 is
I
coming.
know it's coming though, bruh. But if the team help it, that's bruh. That is the case. Curry can get away with that shit. Curry used to be doing that shit, but the team around him turned. That's what it's a team. See,
Well, then tell the Clippers to
this
get
what I
Kevin
don't like
Durant then.
about the niggas, even in my age group, bruh, is because they act like niggas in the 90s and Michael Jordan just shot fucking 30 points on 60% shooting every night. Like, bro, cut this goofy shit out, man.
Nah, man, I told y'all
Like,
straight
cut
up
this
he went
goofy
3 for
shit
19 in
out,
the
bro.
playoff
Niggas is
game.
fucking human beings. Like, we out there, niggas going out there with real nigga problems in life that's stressing them and coming, you
No,
know what I'm
it's a
saying? Nigga
it's
ain't
a
gonna be perfect
difference
every
though.
night.
It's a difference. It's a difference though. Like when Jordan went 3 for 19, he was still playing hard. When Harden has those games,
That's
he
because
just
niggas
mopes
was still
around
pulling
like
Michael Dick when
you
he
know
was still shooting 3 for 19. Niggas was still jacking cuz off. Niggas be pouring it on hard and like, oh, here you go, same old hard choke artists. It's hard to live up to that shit, bro. And I'm not making excuses for no grown man. I'm just adding the context to see how niggas treat the star players they love and the star players they don't care for. Cause as much as niggas think I'm this big James Harden fan or this big LeBron James, it's not so much about them niggas, bro. For me, it be the fact that niggas dislike them so much, hate on them so much, that's what draw me to even fucking with them for real.
That comes
You
with
know what I'm
being a
saying? It
great
do.
player.
Except for when you Michael Jordan. Hold on, no.
Nah, fuck Jordan, man. Like I was
I
never
fuck
team
with him.
Jordan, but I but I'm just saying, like at some point you gotta outlive the shit. Like, yes, dudes be having bad playoff games, but dudes like James Harden be losing closeout games to Spurs teams I wasn't even playing and going 2 for
Oh
10 in
gosh.
that game.
The
So
only
yeah,
person like the true like what the fuck is Chris Paul when it comes to play and somebody chasing the ring. He the one like, bro, you are somebody that should have been one a fucking like, but
but
now when
see, for me, it's tough to look at Chris Paul like that because Chris Paul's not a scorer. You
I
know what I
was
mean?
thinking
Like,
that
you're
too,
not
and
going
the
to tell
West.
Chris Paul, go get me 35.
right,
You
right,
know what I
right.
mean? So that's why it's hard for me to. I know everybody else clowns Chris Paul, and I don't even like Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Not
it's hard
really.
for me
Yeah,
to,
I'm not a CP fan.
yeah, it's hard for me to look at him in that way when his career average is like 17 or something. So I can't be like, yo, put the team on your back and do this.
Right.
All right, so final verdict: Mavs Thunder. I
I
think
got
I'm.
the Thunder at 6.
I think yeah. I think I gotta lean with my dog AD, man.
Telling you, bro. SGA.
But
Hey,
I'm gonna be the one to be the bold prediction and just say Uncle Drew, bro.
Your phone
Choppy,
skipped.
choppy,
Okay.
choppy.
Hold on. Uncle Drew and 4.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
oh,
You
okay.
did say the sweep.
J-
That is tough,
Straight up
man.
disrespect.
I
That
mean, bro,
is definitely.
we can't just all like, yeah, man, let's all be neutral with it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be boldish with the shits.
No, I feel you.
I
No,
mean, most
you just
niggas
got to say what
saying
you feel. Don't be saying shit just to say it.
most
I
niggas
think
saying
I think out of the
niggas feel like the Mavs gonna win the
I'm a
joint.
huge Kyrie fan though. You know what I'm saying? I'm
and
always
I'm a Luca fan, but it's just like, man,
on
I think
now.
out of the I think out of the two series out west, I think the OKC one has the more potential to go 7.
You know what I mean?
So since we got all of our CFB fans in here, I got some from Dylan Gabriel that I want to play from y'all real quick. I know we done
Oh,
had a
Lord
couple
have
conversations
mercy.
about this, but
Dylan
this is from somebody who's
Gabriel.
actually playing in the shit.
Dylan Gabriel.
Adopts this. I'm bringing this up because I hope somebody adopts this idea. I think, we're talking about college football, right? I think you get 40 of the biggest logos. They don't have to be good right now, but the biggest logos, the most donors, and the biggest atmospheres. The bottom 5 every year goes down to play with, let's say, the second division. The top 5 of that goes back up. So it's ever changing, right? Like you want to be up there, you got to stay up there, right? You play, let's say, with the 40 teams, you get 10 games. It all alternates. That goes to a seeding like a March Madness. I don't want to do the math. I don't want to butcher it, but that's probably 5 games, 15 games to get to the national championship.
You didn't hear it?
I could hear him. I'm too high for that, bro. You got to break that down.
All right, no, hold on. No, I can blow it up. Give me a second.
Basically, he's talking about relegation. Take the top 40 teams, every year or whatever, and then the bottom 5 fall out for the next season, and you elevate 5 up. So
Eliminate
like
them from.
soccer, so you'll have like I guess your SEC, Big Ten, whatever, Big 12, whatever, and then on the next level you got like ACC and whoever. So you got the 40 best teams. The bottom 5 of that fall to the ACC, and then the top 5 ACC teams come up to join the other 35 the next season.
Hold on. Oh, wait,
I'm
no,
just
never
gonna
mind.
put it like this. I don't like change, so hell nah. We
He
already
said, all
The
that
shit,
shit.
the shit already
we already
changing too
got.
much. Now, just leave this shit
That's what I was
alone,
just
bro.
ready to say. We already
No, that
got
was
No,
my
niggas
fault.
I,
Hold on,
changing
hold
money.
on. That was my fault. That
I
was my
just
fault. I could blow it up.
look. Just give me 64 teams, yo.
No,
The
64.
hold up.
Oh,
Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me
Bruh,
out.
god damn
Hold on.
though.
Listen. Just listen for a second.
Bruh,
So like,
hell no.
I'm talking about all your power four or whatever they are now, right? So what? Big Ten got 18 teams, maybe 20
Didn't I say
now.
it was coming to this? Didn't I say it was
You know what I
coming
are,
to
mean?
a
are we
basketball
talking?
tournament, bruh?
Are we?
I told
So this
you.
is college
No,
basketball
we're
we
not
talking
talking
about?
about
That's what
playoffs.
I'm
We're not talking
saying,
about
bruh.
playoffs.
Like,
We're not talking about the playoffs. We're just talking about who's playing at this level.
That's
oh.
still
We're
64
not.
teams.
Oh,
Oh, here,
so
Oh,
We
instead of
we got
133,
135 right now.
133.
Like
So what you saying?
look,
Cut that
look,
in
look, look,
half
look. Here you go right here.
yes, yes,
and just make it eligible for these 64 teams eligible. I can fuck with that.
yes,
I do fuck with
yeah.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Okay, all right, cut it in half.
You see
So
what's
so
on.
you
You see
take
what's
I
on the
do
screen
you
fuck
though,
take
with
don't it?
that.
all you take all the power four teams plus Notre Dame,
Power four
and
is crazy. Power four is
that's your
crazy.
FBS.
That shit sound wild.
They play whatever. There's no more G5. You doing your own thing now. You're out of here.
Power four though. This shit dwindling
That what
away.
it is. That what it is, bro. Like what the SEC got? What 18 now? The Big Ten I think has
Yeah, the
18.
bottom
Big
eight
12's
could
got
potentially go down.
18. So that's
Oh,
so
shit, my
right
bad.
there. That's 54 right there. And then you add Notre
March
Dame
Madness and have the biggest.
My bad.
and whoever else. You know what I mean?
I do
That's your
fuck with that
FBS.
idea though. I do fuck with that. If we not
Play
because
your regular
130.
season. You know, you have like a I don't know 4 to 18 playoff, whatever you like, and you just go from there. But you cut out the G5. You cut out like Oregon State, Washington State, whoever.
I don't fuck with that though. I
Man,
don't fuck
Of
because
course he
them is
don't.
real. Them real programs, bruh.
Okay, we'll
right.
leave them then. We'll leave. I'm just trying to get an even number. Is what I'm. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't like leaving off real programs, even
yeah,
the not so name like niggas
right.
because like niggas think I be biased
But
for
you would
like
have been mad at Arizona getting in the jump. You would have been mad at Mississippi State getting in the jump.
not.
nah, he would have
I
been
would
mad at
just
Mississippi State.
I would if they don't belong. I'm not biased, and I was just about to bring teams like them up because niggas always think I try to elevate or boost the lower level teams in the SEC like a Mississippi State or a Mizzou or Arkansas. Them is real schools, and it's not
Right.
just in the SEC. Like we just was talking about, Washington State, fucking Eastern Washington. Like niggas don't be realizing they sending athletes to the league. You know what I'm saying? Like they sending real, so they might not be winning in a conference, but they still a real fucking football program that's really recruiting real niggas in the West Coast. That's getting real talent in California, bruh. So I believe in those kind of programs. The Kansas State, the um help me out. Mike Dale.
Vanderbilt.
No, not Vanderbilt,
He
but
said
that's
Vanderbilt.
why I ain't even mention them because they don't really like. I don't
Like
count them
like
for
like UVA, bro. Like UVA,
Utah.
VCU.
UVA,
Utah.
Utah. These
You know what I'm
teams don't
saying?
be winning, but they recruit very well
Mhm.
and they keep NFL talent. So like to
Yeah.
shit on them, I don't like shitting on teams just because they're not winning 12 games like Georgia or
Right.
fucking like I don't. I'm a football fan, bro. I don't just look at stats and box scores and you know what I'm saying. That shit for the casual niggas.
Yeah,
Right.
bro. So like I said, bro. So in the 12 jump playoff. So like I said, bro. LSU, Arizona, Ohio State, Ole Miss, Missouri,
LSU with
Oregon.
Arizona sound crazy though. I ain't gonna lie, we'll beat the snot out them niggas. They better
No,
stay
but
in basketball
with
type
the
shit.
12 with the
Nah,
12 team
Arizona would have
playoff.
beat
Yo,
y'all
you
this last.
laugh.
Arizona would have beat y'all this last year.
They probably would have beat us this past year, maybe. With our defense
No,
like that. I don't know, bro. I still betting with Jaden Daniels, nigga.
but again, check it out. With the 12 team playoff, it would have
I'm
been
going back now.
five
Mhm.
twelve.
But they was
Five
real good.
twelve would have been Alabama, LSU. 6-11 would have been Florida State, Arizona with no Jordan Travis. 7-10 would have been Ohio
I
State,
still like
Oregon.
Florida State in that joint though.
So is
You know
this
what I'm
is this
saying?
under Dylan Gabriel's idea? Because like the G5 would have been number 12
God
because
dang.
the
Oh no,
highest
this is
G5.
the no, this is just the new 2025 or 2024 12 team playoff jump. If
Well,
if
that's what I'm
if
saying.
we,
You
if
got to
it would
have
have
your
happened this
G5
year,
champion. The highest
if it would
G5
have happened
champion
this,
is in.
you said the G5 champion.
He talking about with the new system that's coming
No, that's
this
what I'm
year.
talking about too. The highest G5 gets an automatic spot, so they're going to be the 12 seed pretty much every year.
So they already guaranteed a spot
Yeah,
annually.
yeah. So I'm guessing SMU probably.
They belong.
SMU,
That's no, they
Jesus.
belong. They belong.
Hey,
If we
that's an
bet,
ACC team, sir. You watch your mouth.
SMU was
even
11-3. SMU
even
was
when they
11-3.
My
They
even
bad.
were
when
the
they
highest
not,
G5 champion.
My
even
bad.
if they
Oh
not
no,
in
no, my bad, my bad. I messed that up. That would have been Liberty.
Liberty too, they gonna both get beat, but they
And
belong in the
Liberty was
playoffs.
13-1.
Well, they lost the bowl game. They
They
finished
ain't
the regular
playing.
season
They
undefeated.
they lost the game when they play real niggas. That's what I was just ready to
Yeah,
say.
But that's
yeah.
what I'm
That's
saying.
why I
Like
feel like
SMU
this shit
sounds like Ole
unnecessary.
Miss. You know what I'm saying? Like that when I heard of SMU, I'm thinking Ole Miss talent. Like you got a
Nah,
couple people, but in reality, you don't have nobody.
nah. Ole Miss be having niggas. SMU
No,
be having a couple niggas, but they not enough to compete because they in Texas. They get
Oh,
niggas.
it do
well,
explain it. My bad, y'all.
SMU got money now, though. You know, they
That's
in
what
the
I'm
ACC
saying.
now. You know what I mean? So it
But
wouldn't surprise
even
me.
before the ACC, Mike, that's what I was about to say, bro. Like SMU always, bro. Like Eric Dickinson come out of there, they always kept niggas. You
No,
know
Yeah.
what I'm
so
saying?
check me out. Um, all those specific game days have not been announced. We can make predictions on how each matchup will appear. Keep in mind that number 12 would have went to Liberty as the Flames are the sixth highest ranked conference champion in the CFP,
Thank you,
uh,
2-5.
We
replacing Oklahoma. Replacing Oklahoma, a team that finished third in the Big 12 as the number 12 team. So it would have been Liberty at Florida State, then it would have been
Them
Ole
niggas
Miss at
finished third
Georgia, then it
behind
would have
who?
been
Texas and who? Kansas State.
Texas and Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State got crazy. Chill out. Gundy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
and then it would have been
I
Penn
Yeah.
mean,
State, Ohio State, and Missouri and Oregon.
That's a good playoff. I like that.
Yeah, that's a
Liberty, Florida State, Ole Miss, Georgia, Penn State, Ohio State, Missouri, and Oregon.
we're talking football.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
the same
Like
result
that's what
is
it would have
going to
been this
happen.
season if
We just
the
adding
12 team
more.
was
We
in
just
place.
giving the fucking niggas more money, bro.
Yeah,
That shit is
but
gonna be
then
the
it's like,
same
but
result.
like competitively wise, like competitive wise, can is like Liberty versus Florida, like competitively, is that something good to watch?
I mean, there
you
was
don't
no
know how that
Jordan
game might
Travis.
go.
Like, I mean, you know what
Versus
I mean?
Florida or Florida, it don't even matter. Either one of them schools is should
There
beat the
was no
shit out
Jordan
of them.
Travis. It might have been an okay game.
No, Florida
But if they were
State.
playing Ohio State, no. Like
What
they're gonna lose
corner
70 to
is?
nothing.
What corners are they putting on Keon Coleman? I don't care who throwing the ball on Keon Coleman and Johnny Wilson. Is this not enough? This is be my point for
You
real.
just gotta
With
put a
talking,
mirror on Johnny
let's not
Wilson. He
even
gonna
go into
drop the
this
ball anyway.
conversation, bro. Let's not even go into this college football. I really don't want to talk about that shit
We,
because
So
the shit is unnecessary, bro. We about to see. This is the first year this shit is coming. We about
but
to see.
but it's weird though, because it's like to me, it's like if we talking playoff college playoff football, I don't want to see like we saw with the TCU and Georgia national championship game. Like that shit is just like
why
it's
y'all
rid.
always pick the one game?
Bro,
But
we
I'm
can go
saying,
down the list.
but
We can
one
go. We
game,
can go down the
bro.
Like,
list.
bro, we
We
done
can
seen
go down the
Alabama lose
list.
by. We done
Let's
saw
go down the
Alabama, or
list.
No,
we done
but
saw
Let's
no,
Alabama lose
but
by
no,
four
but how
touchdowns.
would
let's
We
let's
done seen
how would
Michigan
you
lose
think
by
how
20
would
points,
how
and
would
y'all
you
when
just gonna
feel?
keep on harping
Alabama
on TCU.
when
No, I'm
Alabama
saying
lost by
though.
4 touchdowns, how do we treat that Clemson team? We treat them niggas like they're a top five
We didn't
team of
treat Bama
all
like
time.
nothing.
2018 Clemson
We
might
didn't
be a
treat
top
Bama like
five
nothing.
all time team because they beat the shit out of
But
SEC,
you know what I'm
big
saying.
and
But
bad SEC. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I
Like,
was at the playoff game when Ohio State lost to Clemson 31 to nothing, and I don't hear nobody talking about that.
I'm saying though, competition wise, it's like why would I want to sit here and put even as a player? Like I'm gonna be sitting here saying like, yeah, we in the playoffs, but we gotta play Alabama. I'm coming. We Liberty. but I gotta play Alabama. Like I'm really gonna win. Like I'm really.
Go impress some NFL scouts. That's what I tell you.
All of the champions come from
bro.
SESH. This
All
shit
right,
crazy.
bro. So y'all
That's
okay?
what I would. That's what I would tell you. Go impress some NFL scouts.
I mean, I feel you on that 2-5. I feel you, but then you still got the factor of like on tape, bro. On tape, what's the chances of me really like impressing an NFL scout in a in a playoff game against an
Bro, no,
SEC
no,
team?
for
I don't.
real. This the
I don't
kind of
know.
conversation that AD be trying to have with me about Cooper. But it's like, bro, the nigga would you can, bro, but
And he's still a
cut
good
the shit
player.
on,
That's
bro. They played,
but I was
bro.
just
Yo,
ready to say, I was just ready to say I don't be
Hold up
saying
though.
that
But
shit to it's still a
still
team
gotta be
game,
able, you
bro.
still gotta be able to put something good on tape. Cause like, look at that one kid that I think that was Colorado State. They probably would have never been on TV, but they played Colorado last year and he went off.
Right.
I mean, I feel that.
He took full advantage
I
of his
feel that.
opportunity.
I feel that. I feel
Cause
that.
it's
And I'm
still
not.
football at the end of the day. And
And I'm.
I still respect that opinion for niggas who do want to see the Cincinnati's and the UCFs and the SMU's. I respect that shit, but bro, we don't need 50 of them niggas or
no, you don't.
15 of them niggas.
No,
Like, you know what I'm
no.
saying? Like,
And
just
my
give
point
one of them
is,
niggas
and
a chance, bro.
my point is, I know that they're not going to win the national title. I know they don't have a chance to win a national title.
Exactly.
But my point is, why have them at this level if you ain't going to give them the opportunity?
Give them a, or give
Just
them
kick
a,
them
their
They
out.
own,
got the opportunity,
or
Mike.
give them their
Just
own,
kick it. They don't got the opportunity.
Mike.
give
Because
them their
even when
own.
they win, no, even when they win, we had this conversation
Mike.
2 weeks ago. Even when
Mike.
TCU went out here and beat Michigan, you didn't say, yeah, TCU did this or TCU proved it. You said,
Mike.
nah, Michigan ain't want to be there. It's a
Mike.
playoff game. If they don't want to
Mike.
be there, fuck them.
We have a prime example, and you just referenced them. We have a prime example of a team coming from the grave and winning. Like, come on, bro. We Clemson ain't have no chance, bro. They took the necessary steps. That's why they can wear their championships with a
That's
badge of honor.
bullshit.
You gotta put
Clemson
respect
is
on Clemson.
already in the ACC. They already got the heads. I mean
And that's what I'm saying.
the head start.
It won't like they just was always winning the ACC. They had to get through y'all niggas. They had to get through
Right.
Jimbo Fisher of
Right.
Florida State, bro.
But say I'm Boise State, right? Back when Boise State was killing everything.
This
Like,
shit was really a
like
10
it's
year
not like
process,
Boise is
bro.
going to call the Pac-12 and be like, "Yo, we coming, let us in," and then the Pac-12 is like, "All right, you got it." Like these
Bruh,
schools don't have a chance
every
because they're
year,
not
if
on
the
that level.
Pac-12 champion if they do what they supposed to do, they have a chance every year. They just
Yeah.
don't live up to it. USC never, Oregon never live up to it.
But
USC
we're not
never.
talking about them. We're talking about the G5 or whoever.
But that's what I'm saying with the G5 type teams, with the teams that we sit here and be like, oh, they should deserve a chance in the playoffs. Why can't they have their own separate natty just as much as our competition? That way, it keeps it somewhat.
Because they want the money.
No, they can stay, bruh. They just need to wait their turn. They need to put in the necessary work like Clemson did.
They
Clemson, that shit
can't.
was a 10-year. Yes, they can,
No,
bruh.
they cannot.
So let me ask you this.
Okay,
Let me ask
time
you this.
out. Hold up,
Does,
Lethal. Hold up,
does,
Lethal.
Wait,
Let me ask
isn't
this
that
one
what they
question.
said that
So hold up, real quick. Like, what schools do you think could call Dabo right now and have him leave Clemson?
That's not what I'm saying.
Just hold up. Just stay with me. Just
Dabo won't always dabble.
I know, but just
So
stay with
that's
me
what
here.
I'm getting at. They
Just
need to
if
put
a
in the
school called
necessary
Dabo
work. They need to
today,
back. They need to get
I
into the
got you. I'm
coaching.
going
They need
somewhere
to
with
get into the
this. I got
recruiting.
you.
It's steps, bruh.
So
I'm
why don't
going
we
And
just
somewhere
say
with
then
this.
this?
once you start
I'm
winning
going
it, bro,
somewhere
you
with
can
this.
wear it with honor, bro. You
so
can.
why don't
I'm
why don't we
going
use
somewhere
Father?
with this.
Why don't
If
we use Father
what schools
Arnold?
could call Dabo right now at this point, Dabo? What schools could call him and he'll leave Clemson?
Nobody. Alabama couldn't.
Exactly. If UCF goes 12-0, their coach is gone next year.
But all right,
So you
That's
can't. So you can't
not
say
every
build
year.
it.
Not I don't
There's
know, bro.
nothing to
UCF.
build.
so what about
No,
so
bro.
what about
I can't even say turnovers be happening like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
who what
Yeah,
like
JJ McCarthy threw two
UCF
pick
didn't
sixes.
put
Let's
in
talk
enough
about it.
work. I ain't gonna say they put in enough work, but they didn't put in steps. If they
so,
if they keep it, and see that's on the the department too, though, bruh. The
But that's what
athletic
I'm
department.
saying. Like let's take a team this that's in that situation like Prime right now. Like Colorado is the team that's in that transition that this year matters. Like this conversation that we having
Who
this
the
year
fuck
will
was Colorado before Prime got there?
exactly. You
Who
know what
the
I'm saying?
fuck is Colorado now?
They're working. They're putting in the steps.
And
Now
they
they
have a
might be
Yep,
getting
yep. And
they
when they
might be
go
getting a
seven
little
and
bit
five
more
this
hype
year,
than
y'all
they're
gonna act
due
like they
because
won the
they got
national
prime
title.
time. They might be getting a little bit more hype because they got prime time than they're due right now. And that I'll
But
agree
think
to that.
about what you're saying though. Look at the budget of Colorado
I
versus the
still
budget of Liberty, or not. Actually, Liberty's not a good example. They got money.
Cincinnati.
You, yeah, look at it. Yeah, but Cincinnati's in the Big 12 now, so they could do that. But but looking at the eight, like
those two teams
Tulane.
that
You know what
Tulane
I
same
will
mean?
never make it. That's not it. I'm not.
That's my point.
It's they'll never make it because they're not in the conversation now. So what is your point? What are you saying?
They were in the conversation last year, like not this season,
I'm
but
talking
last
about
year they were.
realistically. Once we line them up and play
But that's the
football.
point that I'm saying. These conferences have been around since the early 1900s, and they got brand recognition, all this stuff. They got budgets that these schools can't match.
It's
So,
some
so
echoing
like,
going
so,
on.
so, so, so a coach at like I don't know USF, going undefeated or whatever. USF is like, yo, we gonna pay you. Our budget says we can pay you 4 million right now, and then Tennessee gonna come through and be like, yo, we could pay you 9. You ain't building shit. You gonna go to Tennessee and take that 9 million.
I mean, we in a tough time now with the portal too. I ain't gonna, we in a tough time. I ain't gonna lie. But all my
So
point
so
is
you feel like Lincoln Riley about to leave.
no, hell no. Lincoln Riley ain't going no
Maybe,
fucking way.
maybe.
Where he going?
I don't know. They go 7-5
Exactly.
this year. I don't know. That's USC we talking about. This is one of the
They've
titans
been
of the
doing
sport.
that for the last 15 years.
I know. And he
This
had the
USC
Heisman
we talking
winner.
about.
He had the
And I
Heisman
love them
winner and
niggas for
number one
real.
draft pick, and they didn't make the playoffs. You see what's happening with Ryan Day right now?
That's just all I'm trying to figure out right now. Okay, Caleb DeBear or Caleb whatever his name is from Washington. Okay, he left.
DeBoer.
Sarkeesian, is he gonna leave? Kirby, is he gonna leave?
No, no,
Um,
None of
Mike
these niggas
from
leave.
from
Why would
Florida
they
State, is
expect
he
these
gonna
niggas to
leave?
leave? Where are they going?
no, no. None of those
Where are
three
they?
are going to leave.
None of them niggas you name going anywhere.
Norvell had his chance this year, and Sarkeesian
And
had
he
his
ain't
chance
go.
this year.
Sarkeesian had his chance. All them niggas you
Yeah,
just named had their chance. Dabo.
and that's why I brought up Dabo because once you
James
make it to
Franklin,
that
is he gonna
level,
leave?
No, he had his chance.
James Franklin might get asked to leave,
The
No.
black dude who just got hired at
Penn
Notre
State is
Dame.
cool with this shit. When the fuck Penn State ever gonna do something with Michigan
bruh.
and Ohio State in a way?
Yo, Penn State views themselves. I'm not saying they're correct. They view themselves on Ohio State and Michigan's level.
They should be. They should. They get this similar kind of talent. They just
At some
don't.
Mhm.
point, he got to cash in, and if he don't, because think about it like this: Ryan Day
Allen
might
Robinson's of the
be,
world.
This might be
Saquon
his
Barkley's.
chance, bruh. This might be
maybe,
his. This might
maybe
be. Is this like his Michigan year? This might be his
it
chance,
could
bruh.
be. It could be
If
if that
Ohio
quarterback,
State tricked the Big Ten this year, bruh,
if
Ryan Day
Drew
gotta
Alley,
go.
if Drew Aller turns into what everybody's like these recruiting people say he's gonna be, then yeah, this is Penn State's chance. If not, 2 years from now, Penn State goes 9-3 some more, 10-2 or whatever, still losing to Ohio State and Michigan every year.
Who they
A
gonna
change is
hire?
coming.
For who? Chip Kelly, bruh.
I don't know, but you
Nobody.
can't keep doing the same thing. Like Ryan Day is literally going 11-1. Was a missed field goal away from beating TCU for the national title. And every year we're like, if he don't win the title this year,
Context is key though. He be having Penn State don't have the number one class, bro, or the number three class. Like he be having, he went from having Urban Meyer having that shit stroking like a motherfucking Cadillac, bro, to like he tricking number one teams. Like he doing what Les Miles did when say, but the difference is Les Miles actually won a championship in '07 with Nick Saban team. Like, bruh took Urban Meyer team and just been tricking them shits away, bruh. Like, number one,
Hmm.
they got the best everything every year. I can only imagine being an Ohio State fan, bruh. That shit
Yeah,
would
no, I
drive
feel you.
me
Yeah, where did Moody go?
insane.
That's tough.
That shit would drive me crazy. I would be like, bro, like niggas be thinking I be hating Ohio, and I fuck with Ohio State. We got a ring off of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no
Hell yeah,
quarrels with
nigga.
them, and not even just on being funny. Like I respect talent, bro. Ohio State, like just my coming up. Ohio State always was one. Florida State, Ohio State,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking. It's certain teams like that just always Michigan motherfucking like it's certain teams that just have talent in the NFL. That shit trend like they was good in college, and then you see so
It's
my
the
point is,
SEC, bro. It's the SEC effect, bro. Like
yeah,
they,
but Ohio State in the Big Ten though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Ohio State is like just a good USC. You know what I'm saying? It's certain teams like Oregon that just UW that keep players, and I respect that shit. So I forgot what my point was with that, but yeah.
So to wrap this all up, the 12 game college football, you don't feel like we should let Liberty be in there. You should feel like it should be straight up the 12th ranked team,
Bro,
which
let
would
them
have been
in.
LSU.
Let them niggas in, man. No, we didn't. But I don't. I personally feel like, and this is how. This is why I be like when niggas saying I'm biased and shit. Like, bruh, I'm a realist. We did not belong in the playoffs. It's only four teams. If we would have won, it would have been solely because we got on some New York Giants hot shit with the Heisman quarterback. We wouldn't. I wouldn't even have, like. Yeah, I would have been happy that we won, and
Mhm.
I would have felt like we earned it, but it's not the same as being a true team. I respect the process, bro,
mm-hmm.
of
Yeah.
rankings and having to like live up to that shit. It's like that for a reason. I respect that shit. I respect the process
Mm-hmm.
because
You
it
still
make
got
when you
2-5.
win. I think he
I'm
cut out. His
here.
shit was echoing.
No, I'm just listening.
No, you good.
Well, I was eating. I didn't want to be snacking in your ear.
Oh no, you good, bro. You good.
I respect the process, bro. And I'm not like I said. I'm not big on change either. Like so. Like I always when I'm talking to you about it, Ralph, like you can as being a Michigan fan and not having one and falling short to Ohio State, them hoe ass niggas being in your way every year. I can relate to that as an LSU fan and Alabama being in the fucking way
Fuck yeah.
every time you be 11-0, top
Mm.
five ranked,
And then
and
here come
then
Alabama.
November the week November 9th, November 7th, when every
Hell
year
yeah.
November 5th you gotta see these niggas rivalry week and they blow your whole year.
For sure.
But beating them and
Different.
then
Mm-hmm.
going and then winning, that
So
shit
different.
make
Yeah.
you feel like nobody can say
Yeah.
nothing. 15 and
Yeah.
0, we beat the
Undefeated season,
we
nigga.
beat Goliath, nigga, and
Mm-hmm.
you like it feel different, bro. It just
We
feel
beat
different.
Bama with Saban. We put Saban into the retirement home.
Come on, bro.
You
It
know what I'm
just it
saying?
it just feel better. Clemson can wear that with a badge of honor. That shit started 20 where they beat LSU in one of them boat Chick-fil-A bowl or whatever the fuck it was. And where it took for us, it didn't mean shit because we was trying to compete for championships. Playing in the fucking Chick-fil-A bowl ain't is nothing for niggas. Niggas sitting down. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to diminish the win. Cause that was a big game, but Clemson, that was their "I'm here" moment, and then it
Yeah.
went to taking over the ACC from Jimbo Fisher, 2013. They FSU won that crazy run. Kelvin Benjamin, Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? They won the championship. After that, it was Clemson time. Now Clemson here. 2015, they lose to Alabama. 2016, then they start winning. It mean more when you put in the work and reap the benefit, bro. Can't nobody take nothing from Clemson. We still talking about them beating Alabama by fucking several scores, and they are an
So so
all-time team because of it.
so you feel like there should be like a threshold, like within a 4 to 5 year period of wins, like
I don't feel like it should be no necessary set rule. I just feel like we all have enough common sense to know certain teams don't belong and who do. But for some reason,
so
we
how do
like
you
to
rank
say
the eye test though?
Because it goes
talent, recruiting, the
it
same way they
goes
do the rankings.
Now, college football is the only sport where we do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like in every other sport, we don't go, yo, this team was good 3 years ago, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt for this season, or whatever. Like each
Who
season
are
is
we
a new
doing
or
that with though?
everybody,
Who?
all the big name schools,
They be
Nah,
good the
for real though. Who
last year,
though?
not 3 years ago
all
though.
of them.
They
Like, you
be
know what I'm saying?
good, bro.
Anybody
They be
that's in the,
good, Mike. They be
like when the
good
season
just last year.
starts, when the
Where do
season
you want us to put
starts,
Georgia?
you know, when the season starts, and we start these preseason top 25s and everything. Ain't nobody played a game yet. You know what I mean? All that shit is based off of either what
The
happened
spring
last
game.
year,
It's based off the
you know
spring
what I'm
game though.
saying?
Most people look at
Fuck a
the.
spring
It's based
game.
off a
You playing
collection,
against
bro.
yourself.
It's based
You know what I'm
off
saying? Like,
of
oh
it's
shit, LSU was number one because their wide receiver beat their corner that was sorry as shit last year,
no,
sorry as shit again this year. But it's
no,
LSU, and we're used to LSU being a top 10 team.
no.
So guess what? LSU's a top 10 team
That's the
just
narrative.
because.
That's the
That's the
narrative.
truth.
What it
That's the
really
truth.
is, what
How
it
can I
really
rank you
is,
if I haven't seen you play?
because we based on what they did last year, which is
And
Exactly.
who they
This
brought
is a
back?
new
Because
year.
Michigan,
ex-
where is
Okay,
Michigan ranked? Where is Michigan ranked?
listen. That's to you
Michigan should be like 8 or 9. They
to
should be
both of
eight or nine.
y'all,
They're probably going to
and
be
I'm
like
not
four
mad
or
at
five.
that. I'm not mad at that because they lost their coach, they lost a lot of players. I'm not mad at that, but that's telling you
But
right
that's not how
there.
we do it.
But that's how it should be, if anything.
Hmm.
But that's not how we do
You know
it.
what
We
I'm
went
saying?
down
Because
8 spots,
it's
and we
more
gonna go
closer than
down
that. It's
more.
more closer to
Bro, the
that,
top
Mike, than it
25
is
ain't
what
even
you
out
saying.
yet. That's just people talking. That's just
We
I
people
not
don't
gonna be
think
top
too
Michigan.
five team is the point though. We just won the
I think
Natty,
y'all
and we
gonna
not about to
I
be a
think
top team.
Y'all not though.
y'all shouldn't
I don't even
be.
think y'all gonna be a top five team. They
Y'all
might
So
why
be.
then,
should you
what point are you
be?
making there? Because I mean, what you're
Why
saying
should
is
you
the
be?
teams that we're giving teams grace, or we're boosting teams, or rewarding
That's
teams
not
that
what
were
I'm
good
saying.
three years
No, that's what
ago.
I'm saying.
But
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
but
I disagree
Yeah.
with that.
Michigan just was good, and we're not boosting them though. We're taking them down a notch and putting them where they supposed to
You're
be at.
boosting anybody that you rank at any point that you ain't see play a fucking game in the current season. That's
No.
who you're boosting. What the
How?
fuck are you ranking them
So
based?
was
No,
you
no. What
boosting?
the fuck are you ranking
So
them
was
based
you
off of?
boosting? So was you boosting Michigan by putting them at 8 or 9? Or was you
No,
just using? Or was you just using your common sense
no. I
based
was
on?
guessing.
Or was
I
I
was
boosting
guessing.
the other 7 teams? Are you saying I was boosting the other 7 teams that I'm going to place above them?
I am saying that you have no basis to rank anybody
Yes, you
outside of
do.
your opinion
I disagree.
until the top. You like if you're ranking somebody on August 15th and the season doesn't start until August 29th, you're ranking based off opinion, is what I'm saying.
Why
So
does?
so
Why does
who
the?
would be the
Why
number
does?
one team right now?
I just was about to
Georgia.
say, bruh. Why does
Okay,
the
so why do you
team?
feel that way
I
then?
just was about to say, why the fuck is the top four
Are
outside
y'all
of
not listening to what I'm saying? I'm not
outside?
saying that I'm putting Georgia at number one. I'm saying that that's what they're going to do. I don't care about the pre.
Okay, follow me,
Adam knows. I don't want rankings until October 1st.
follow me, Mike. These niggas will put Georgia at number one the day after they win or lose the national championship. Georgia will be number one going into the next year,
I know. That's
and
what I'm
then they
saying.
compete for the national title the next year. So what does that tell you?
And what I'm asking you,
Answer
what
the
I'm
question. What
asking
does
you,
that
what I'm
tell
at,
you? What does
it
that
tells
tell
me
you?
that Georgia's a great program. What I'm
It tells you
asking
that
you, what I'm
it
asking
should tell
you,
you that
what
these
I'm
niggas
asking
that's
you,
ranking is damn near on to something by even
what
having
I'm
them
asking you is
ranked that high.
if it plays out, it's all going to play out on the field. We got to play off all this shit. What difference does it make if I rank Georgia number one right now, or if I rank them number four right now? If it's all going to play out anyway,
That still matters, bro.
it
What's the
doesn't.
question?
It's going to
You
play
said
out.
you
If
said
Georgia wins the SEC, they're still going to be in the playoff. If they finish second in the SEC, they still going to be in the playoff. So if I rank them number four right now, what difference does it make besides if I was ranking them number one? It makes
The
no
playoffs.
difference at all outside of people just arguing, having content, and having conversations and arguments. That's all it matters for.
so. Then what is your beef with it then? if it don't
That's my
matter.
beef with it. Why have it? You know what I'm saying? Like all it does is cause us to do what we're doing right now. That's the whole purpose of it. Is for us to do what we're doing right now.
Touche.
Because
I
it's
just feel
all
like
going to
But we
play
only
out.
do, but we
It's
only
all
doing
going
what
to
we
play
doing,
out.
Mike. We only doing what we doing right now because you have a problem with it though. Like it's been like this forever. So I don't have no problem with it. That's why I was saying like I respect the process. Like
and
I'm
I
a
feel
su-
like it definitely matters because um Georgia was where did they start out?
one
Last year,
Where did
this year.
this year or this season coming
yeah, I
up?
think they started one. I think they were one.
They
Yeah,
started one last year.
They
They
started number
we
one
don't
and
know
they
what
ended up out of the playoff.
because it played out. That's what I'm saying. So like, what difference does it make? It's going to play out.
So
But
going into this year, is Georgia still the number one team?
They're
no.
going to be,
They probably will be. They probably should be though, honestly.
and that's my question: is what difference does it make if they're one or three if it all plays out?
Mm.
Like all
I
it
mean
is
to
an
your
argument.
point, Mike, it don't really matter because it's gonna play
That's all I'm
out.
saying.
But what's the problem with doing it though? Is what I'm
It's
asking.
stupid
How? Why is it stupid?
because you're ranking somebody off of something you haven't seen.
Yeah,
We're
I mean, I get
using
what you mean because it's like the players, like Michigan, for example, like Michigan don't have nearly half of that team that they had that won the Natty. So it's like,
and they're gonna get treated as such. They're not gonna be if they would have brought back hell, if they would have just lost the players and still had Harbaugh, they'd probably still be a top two team. But
That's
because
what
they
I'm saying.
but they
Why?
should be
Why?
because it's a
why
system in
not though?
place. Because listen,
Why?
I'm about to
Don't
tell you
ask
why.
me why not.
I'm
Answer
about to
my
tell you
question of
why.
why.
Let me tell you why. Because opposed to the NFL in college football, the coach really matters, bro. Like tremendously. Like it's more coach than it is athletes in college football opposed to the NFL.
Lies,
That is not
lies, lies.
so.
If that's the
I'm
case,
let
why
me tell you.
Oklahoma
Let me
State ain't
tell
in the
you why I
playoff then?
say.
If
When was
that's
the
the
last
case,
time an under the
if that's the
radar
case,
coach won a
why
natty?
ain't Mike Gundy in the playoff then?
He don't got the athletes too. It's I'm not saying
But
that
you said it's about the coach.
it is not all about the coach
Why
though.
Lincoln Riley
What
ain't
I
in the
said was
playoffs?
it's more about the coach in college football than it is in the NFL. That's a fact. Because in the NFL, it's more of a level playing field. It's only 32 teams. And we
That would make it
all
more
got
about
sim-
coaching if it's level, right?
no, it's not. It's more about yeah, the coaching. If you're gonna win it all, yeah, winning it all. But I'm talking about on the grand scheme. It's more stability across the league because it's more even. You know what I'm saying? In the college, you can have fucking Clemson, Ohio, and I'm just naming teams that's been good for the last 10 years, since
Okay.
2004. Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama, Michigan, like the usuals.
Uh
What
huh.
separates them is Nick Saban. What separates them is Dabo Sweeney. Harbaugh finally got his because Ryan Day is a trick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what separate niggas is the coaching, bruh. So my point is that you know what I'm saying? That shit just mean a little bit more in college football, bro. Coaching
Yeah,
do.
because I mean in the NFL, you got players who've been playing longer than coaches been coaching. Like
facts.
Word to
that,
McVay.
it's a difference in the dynamic as far as like the wisdom and the guidance. Like you
So if
like
I
the
take
coaching is
McVay off
important.
the Rams, they still winning the Super Bowl.
No.
No,
Hell
So
I'm
no.
what are
not
you saying?
that's
Like
why I
that's
said
what I'm saying. Like I don't get
no,
your point.
that's why I said that when you talk about win it all, it still matters. Coaching still matters. I'm just saying that it matters
But
more
what I'm
in
saying
college
is,
football.
for the most part, obviously Alabama had the goat, right? You know what I mean? But even without Nick Saban, Alabama recruits itself.
But are they
LSU
still? Do you
recruits
still
itself.
expect? Do you still expect the Alabama to be remotely anything breathing close to what they've been?
You don't expect anybody, period, to do that. That's not an Alabama thing. That's a college football thing. Like that's
No,
just
it's
an
a
but
Nick
but
anomaly.
Saban
the
Like
thing.
like what
the
Tom
two
Brady did,
but the
you don't expect that
recruiting
from
To your
nobody else.
point, to your
Some
but the
point,
dudes just
recruiting
do that.
the
Mike. To
recruit
your point, seconds
recruiting ain't
before
gonna
I
be
just
the
asked
same.
this though.
Mike
LSU
Edie, what's
gonna
happening,
recruit
gang?
regardless. Ohio State gonna recruit regardless.
Exactly.
Alabama gonna recruit regardless. But do
Exactly.
you feel the same about Alabama without Nick Saban?
Do I
No. I'm
feel
gonna
the same
answer.
about somebody without the greatest coach of all time? Of course not.
Oh, do you feel the same about Clemson without Dabo Sweeney? Do you feel the same? Anybody that got a elite coach? Do you feel the
Bro,
same about that team without
yes,
them?
I do because I saw Florida State win a national title without
So you feel the same
this
about
coach that
us?
they
You
this coach.
feel the same? No, because
No,
you get
Michigan just ain't shit. First of all,
Michigan
like
lost a
that's just
lot too. Y'all
first and
lost a lot of
foremost. Like
niggas, bro.
Michigan is
Y'all
the
lost a lot.
all-time winning college football program, and they got one and a half national titles. So I don't even consider them. They're on a good run right now. But when you look at the grand scheme of
And that
things,
shit
Michigan
might be
ain't shit.
over as quick as it started,
You know what I mean?
Ralph.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
That
saying.
shit crazy.
It's over with for Michigan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we done with the 2023. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Like, but that's Michigan, just like
At
Notre
least you
Dame, right?
got that joint though,
No,
Ralph. At least you got
no,
that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You
yeah.
yeah,
got
At least you
yeah.
got
you
Just
that.
like
won it.
Notre
You won
Dame, right?
that jump, bro.
Just
Like
like
can't
just
nobody
like
take that
Notre
shit
Dame,
from you.
right? Just like Notre Dame, right? Perfect example. They haven't won a title since I was 7 years old, and
Who?
now
Who
you
that?
Notre Dame, and now you as a LSU fan is expecting that same coach that couldn't win at Notre Dame
Why am
to
I
bring a
expecting it?
title to LSU
Why am
because
I expecting it?
LSU gets better athletes.
No, that's not just why. I expect it because nigga, we got Ed Orgeron fucking ring. It's just we for some reason
Yeah,
we
Ed
got Nick
Orgeron ain't winning no title
Nick
without Joe
Saban we
Burrow.
got Nick Saban won't nobody before LSU. Um Les Miles
Where
won't
was he
nobody.
at? Where was he at?
Michigan State
Exactly.
in the Big Ten.
Exactly. So
Br-
Having Alabama's brand and recognition did as much for
Bro, that
Saban
nigga was
as
at
Saban
Michigan.
did for
That is a real
Alabama.
program. Michigan State can win if they get a real.
Win what?
If Nick Saban went to Michigan State, they couldn't compete. If Urban Meyer went to
They ain't
Michigan
winning
State,
national titles probably.
not year one. If they get
Not
Nick,
year five.
because Nick
Whoa.
Saban 80, bro. If Nick Saban 10 years ago went to Michigan State, you're telling me that he couldn't turn Michigan State into a fucking contender? You're lying.
They would be a
Urban Meyer,
contender.
any coach
They would
that
be
we
a
talking
contender.
about right
But I
now,
ain't
if
but
they
it ain't
go
no
there,
guaranteed title.
I'm bro guaranteeing a title is
Bro, niggas will go to
nobody can
Michigan
guarantee a
State, bro.
title to
Niggas
me.
will go
I'm
to
not
Michigan State,
guaranteeing a
bro.
I mean,
title.
hey, you know who started at Michigan State? Keon Coleman. But I'm just saying, the point being is that, like,
Lev
Saban,
Bell,
if, if Saban, like, hypothetically,
Kirk Cousins.
If Nick Saban had went to say Ole Miss, a team that ain't never done shit in the history of college football, they
They
haven't even played, they haven't even played in an SEC title game, ever. You know what I mean? If Nick Saban went there and did what he was doing at Alabama,
that's
I'm like, oh,
crazy as
I'm like,
fuck.
okay,
No, that's
that's
crazy.
what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. So I'm
it
like,
would
so
take
so at
Ole
that
That's
Miss.
point,
God
crazy.
damn.
That is a
no,
bar.
no, but the point that I'm making is, if he did that there,
Yeah.
you're like, yo, Ole Miss was a non-factor, and he drugged them from the
No, I'm
skeletons
not.
of the
I'm not.
ground.
Cause I
He
play them
went
niggas
to
every
the
year. I
best college
respect.
football program of all time and won, and we're like, yo, Nick Saban,
But they
like,
won't
he went to the
shit. They
best
won't
program
shit when he went
ever.
there. They weren't shit when he went there. They weren't getting shit. They was just like
Every
Michigan. They was just like
every
Michigan. They
program
was
goes
just
through
like
down
Michigan.
periods. Every
Michigan was the
program goes through down
all-time
periods.
greatest team, but they won't shit till they got Harbaugh, bro. Harbaugh had to come and turn Michigan back around into that. That's what Saban did for Alabama. And that's all
He
I'm
did.
saying he would do for
He
Michigan
did, but that's
State.
easier to do when you have that brand and
Michigan
recognition.
State get athletes, bro. Nick Saban is gonna bring that to them. Urban Meyer, if
And Ohio
when
State's
Michigan
still
State
going to out
went
recruit them.
before Michigan State got cuz, what's homie name from Colorado?
Mel Tucker.
Mel
Oh,
Mel
Tucker,
Tucker. When they
Drake.
got my nigga Mel Tucker and Urban
They
Meyer
got Drake.
before they got cuz and they was thinking about it was swirls rumors talking about Urban Meyer potentially going to bruh, you can't tell me if Urban Meyer go to Michigan State, them niggas don't at least compete for the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, they definitely going to do that.
That's all I'm saying. Coaching matters in college football. You can't. Yes, that happened with us and McVay. He immediately came and turned us around immediately. D'Amico Ryans and the Texans. That shit is far and few, bro. In the NFL, it take
And
like
it's even fewer in college. Is my point. It's even fewer. Like
because it's
go
it's
back.
not a lot of it's not a lot of elite coaches though either, and they not just all leaving their situations and going to these open opportunities. Like this year was a chance for that. If Dabo Sweeney leaves Clemson and goes to Alabama, he might don't have the Nick Saban or aura about himself because he's not Nick Saban, but he's still gonna keep that ship floating at the very least
Right.
because he's a very great coach. You know what I'm saying? So for in a different reason than Nick Saban. You know what I'm saying? Because Nick Saban is a scheme guy, opposed to Dabo is like a motivator, Bill Parcells type of. You know what I'm saying? Like so. But I believe he's still an elite coach. Now, and that's not to say DeBoer can't, because he's a really good coach. To your point about Brian Kelly is gonna win at LSU because he is an elite coach. He just couldn't get the athletes at Notre Dame. To your point, so yeah, we got
Notre
better
Dame had top Notre Dame had top six recruiting classes when he was there.
top five. He didn't have top threes. But that's based on O linemen and not athletes. That's based on O linemen and tight ends, bruh. That's not based on having the number one quarterback like Alabama or the number one receiver. He can't get that kind of athletes in South Bend. He can get that at LSU. He don't even gotta go far to find receivers and DBs and
Which is
shit.
what I said at the start of this conversation.
And I agree with that, but it's more about him coming too, though, because he bringing a certain level of expertise that we was missing. We was just having all of that, bruh, and was shit in the bed.
So how do y'all feel like Matt Rule in Nebraska is going to do? Do you feel like he's going to be coaching
He,
matters in his case?
yes, they about to be
Yes,
a
I
real
do. I
program.
do. Yes. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs in the next, say, 2 years or whatever,
No,
but
I don't think so either.
within 4 years they'll be a factor.
Mm.
I believe in Matt Rule, bruh, especially
Yeah, I
at
believe they'll be
Nebraska.
a factor. I mean, when you
And
look
they
at the
got
rest of the
Rayola
Big,
or whatever his name is.
but also
Even
you got to
without
think
him, though,
about it though. Also you got to think about it though. Like if you would have asked me this last year, I would have felt a lot more sure about it. But now with Washington and Oregon coming in, that just pushes Nebraska down another peg as far as schools that are going to get the athletes.
who is watching the coach now?
They got the dude from Arizona.
No.
Um,
Oh no, he is a
what
good coach, but no,
Jed Fish. Jed Fish.
no, no. And who did you say? Oregon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and they got USC coming in. You know what I mean? So like that's just going to push Nebraska down further
I
because
don't like
before
that, bro. I don't. I wish
because
we still had
I
the
don't I don't like
Pac-12.
it either. But before it was Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, no particular order. You know what I mean? But it was those three. Wisconsin was getting elite running backs and all that kind of stuff like
No
that.
particular
You know,
order.
no particular order. I mean, okay, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan. How you like that? All right, now.
God damn.
No, I'm saying, like Michigan obviously got the result. They're the champion. But I'm just saying that I think year to year, Penn State and Michigan recruit nearly at the same level is what I'm saying. I wasn't talking about like who's better. Like I'm just saying like from a recruiting standpoint. Like Michigan and Penn State are at that same level. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, then you have Wisconsin bringing in like the running backs at the very least. Then you could be
Mhm.
like, okay, Nebraska historically should be next or in that next tier. You know what I mean? But now I'm bringing in
They
USC,
another one of them
I'm bringing in
teams.
Washington, I'm bringing in Oregon. That's just going to bump Nebraska down. This ain't 1980 anymore. Like we're done with the 80s. Nebraska is
Mm.
like done as far as they are a dominant program on that level consistently.
That's what I was saying about
That's over
Alabama.
with.
That's what I was saying about Alabama and who was a team before that? Michigan. Like
Mm.
them niggas, we felt that way, and then they got a really good coach that turned the program around. And to your point, yeah, it is gonna be harder adding real programs like UW and fucking Oregon. That shit is gonna be tough. Oregon might have something to say about that shit. God damn, that shit tough. Oregon has got to play.
Oregon might come in and pass Penn State this year.
They might win. What if they win the jump?
That's what I'm saying. They
That's
could.
gonna be wild. They come and
They
win y'all
could.
shit
Now,
immediately. Would be
let's go back.
crazy.
Now let's go back. Let's go back for a quick second. Oregon
That
comes in.
should be crazy.
Oregon comes in and wins the Big Ten, or at the very least gets to the Big Ten title game, or at the very least gets to the
They're
Big Ten
going
title
to the
game.
10. Who gonna
Hold
stop
up,
them?
but wait. Now let's revisit James Franklin. You know what I mean?
Who's
That's
this?
when you start seeing those questions.
I ain't gonna go that far. I was about to say
That's
who
where you
this.
start seeing those questions. They came in here year one and did what you can't do.
How is it broken up? Because they got divisions like we do. How is this?
No, they don't have divisions. There's no more divisions, period.
Oh yeah, they
SEC don't even got
did, and
divisions
we
no
don't
more.
even. Yeah, you're right. Bro,
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
no
like
divisions.
change, bro. That shit is
Well, that's why I
crazy.
told you, like Alabama. So looking at Alabama this year, for example,
I
they
don't fuck
played
with that shit.
Georgia in the regular season, and
Good. Fuck them.
the week before Auburn, you remember they used to play Mercer. They used to play the Citadel. This year before the Auburn game, they
You
go to
funny.
Norman. They go to Norman the week before Auburn this year.
If it was Saban going to Norman, I would be like, so fucking what? Like,
Yeah, exactly, right? That's what I'm saying.
I'd be like, so what the fuck that means? Like, that's
Hey, yo, Edie,
that's another
remind me
week in the
last time.
SEC, bro.
Hey, Edie, remind me what happened last time Oregon came to the big house. Remind me about that.
Mm, exactly.
Well, to
That's
that is a
tough.
good
So
point.
while he coming up with
Remind me
that,
about the last time Oregon went to Ann Arbor.
You talking about Justin Herbert going to the shoe?
No, this was it Herbert? No, I think he was already in the league. This was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Damn, has Herbert been in the league? God damn, time be flying, bro.
hell
Yeah, because
yeah.
remember we were arguing about it because remember Oregon lost to Stanford like 2 weeks later, and you kept telling me if
Okay,
Ohio
Herbert
State
played.
and Oregon played right now, Ohio State would win, and I said I don't give a
It
fuck.
was
This
the
ain't
year.
best of
It
seven.
was it was Herbert's rookie year. It was Herbert rookie year that they played that they
Yeah,
went to the shoe. He played Auburn, Bowden went
Ann
to
Arbor. That
Auburn.
was the year they lost to Appalachian State. Oregon went in there the next week and shut Michigan out. So that, but that's
Yeah,
the point that I'm making though is that like if they come into Big Ten and do that shit, James Franklin is really on the clock.
is he though? I still don't.
Yes.
I mean, maybe.
Like
I
you got to
just
remember, right? You got to remember, Penn
it's
State is
tougher in
coming.
college football, bro. Like in the
No, it is.
NFL.
It is. But you know, I'm saying like Penn State had Paterno, right? And then they went to Bill O'Brien. They
And they
got in
won't
trouble
doing
or
shit
whatever.
though with him.
Yeah, because
Like
they got in
they
trouble. They were under sanctions and stuff.
they
But
even before they
anyway,
won't winning nothing, bro.
but
Them niggas.
anyway, so then James Franklin came in. You know, he won a bunch of games. You know, he's been a really good coach for them. But he's something like 3-15 against ranked teams as a head coach. You know
Yeah,
what I
bro.
mean? And he went 10-2 this year. But you can't knock him because his only losses were to Ohio State and Michigan. You know, but at the same time,
That's why
if
niggas
I'm a
knock him.
donor, if I'm a
You
don,
can't
that's why I
do
said you
that.
can't knock him.
That's why niggas
But that's
knock
what
him,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying. You can. I'm saying that you can't. But I'm saying, but if I'm an AD, you know what I mean? If I'm donors,
Why can't you? We do it. This
I'm not paying you to lose to Ohio State and Michigan. Fuck
we
that.
knock
Beat them.
Ryan
At
Day.
least beat
We
one
we
of them.
paying Ryan Day to lose.
Can you at least pinch the
Mm.
bitch?
We
Can you please
paying
pitch
we.
the
It's
pitch so
hard.
we?
Everybody can't win, but my point is everybody can't win.
I'm not
Now
saying you can. I'm not saying that James Franklin has to win 4 straight against Ohio State. I'm not saying he has to win 3 straight against
you just
Michigan.
saying
But
win
can you
one
not
time
lose
against.
7 in a row?
Yeah, is that shit hard, bro, to get past? Like, bro, I like coming from a fucking LSU fan that couldn't beat Saban, whether it was in Death Valley or in Tuscaloosa, bro. Like
Hmm.
that shit hard, bro.
But
I
what if you
don't
were
know.
losing to Saban and Kiffin?
Mm.
You would be
That
like, no,
we
this ain't
shouldn't be
LSU.
losing. That's not the same. If it
It
was
is the
if
same.
it nah if it was if we had to play Alabama and Georgia and we was losing to Kirby Smart and Saban, I would be like, damn, those teams are better than us. That's how Penn State are. Those teams are better than them.
They
As
are.
good as good as Penn
All right, so
State.
check it out. Check it
Hold
out.
on, as
In a
good as
10,
Penn State, as good as Penn State recruits, and as good of a coach as James Franklin is, they aren't the caliber or on the same tier. They're close, but they're not the same
All
as
right.
Michigan. Michigan just proved that they was for real on the same
Let's
level as
go.
Ohio
Let's go
State.
around real quick. Let's go around real quick. I want all y'all to answer this question or these two questions. If you are Penn State in a 10-year window,
We are
how
Penn
many times
State.
should you beat Ohio State?
At
If
least
you are Penn
five.
State, what now?
At least
If
five.
you're if I'm Penn State and I'm looking at a 10-year window, how many years of those 10 years should I beat Ohio State?
At least
If
five.
I'm a Penn State fan, I'm gonna say we should win almost every time. But realistically speaking,
At least
n-
five. At least
no.
five. At
Based
least
No,
on
it's
five.
what?
not
What are you
five. It's
basing that
probably
on?
two.
But with what
Yeah, like
I'm
I'm
squad
open.
though?
What are
With
you
what
basing that?
team?
hold up, hold up. Now, if you're Penn State, how many times in a 10-year window should you beat Michigan?
I
Should
got
we
more
be
of a
who?
shot with Michigan. I feel
Should Penn
yeah,
State beat
5 is a
Michigan in a
lot,
10-year
bro.
window?
5 is a lot, bro.
You think five is a lot? I think five is. I
No,
think
five is
five
a
is.
lot when you look at what Ohio
Bruh,
State
they
brings in.
haven't beat them in 7 times.
And this is why I say
Bro,
five. Like,
our drought to
how
Ohio
do you?
State is
They
deep, bro.
haven't beat
Like
them in 7 times, and you expect them to win 5. They
I
can't
want
win
it
one.
to prove
They
if you
can't
beat
win one of them
one
bitches.
one joint could be a one joint could people be like, oh, that's a fluke because there's only one. You know what I'm saying? If you do at least five,
so
I'm
he
not
gonna come
saying
back with
back.
five. Five gonna make it good.
I'm
They
not saying
can't
doing it.
win
I'm not
one
saying
though.
they're
If
doing
they
back and
won
back to
one,
back. If you win five, it'd be more legit though. You know what I'm saying? Winning one, you can call it a fluke.
yeah,
If you
All right,
win
hold
one,
on.
you could call it a fluke. If you
they
win
gotta
two,
start. They gotta start
No,
there. They
no,
gotta
I'm not. No,
start.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Should like what's realistic as
that's what I'm saying.
if you're
Five should be
affiliated
more
with Penn State, what's realistic?
five.
So not
Like
as a
if I'm
fan.
That's not realistic to me,
out of 10 times, so
nigga.
three
Out
is.
of 7 times, they ain't beat them once. Though.
But
Bro,
we talk.
lethal. Just okay. James Franklin has been coaching Penn State at least 10 years,
No, has it been that
right?
long now?
Oh,
God
it's
Guess his
damn,
close
bro.
to it.
record. Just guess his record against Michigan.
It's like, oh,
He
what,
played he
I
played
want
them 10 times. This is the perfect question for 2-5. You could just use
Wow, has he
facts
really
now.
been there for
How
10
many
years?
times factually did James Franklin beat Michigan?
He really been there for 10 years, bro.
I'm
It's
assuming
been
it's zero. He's.
close. It's close to it.
He left
I'm assuming
Vanderbilt
it's.
that long ago.
Yo,
I'm
we
assuming it's
old,
0%.
man.
That
Think
shit
about this.
wild.
Think about this. We were talking about the Celtics, right? That Doc Rivers shit was 16 years ago when they won that title.
Doc
Yeah, bro.
Rivers. Oh, the
He's-
'08.
Yeah, that was 16 years ago. James Franklin has been at Penn State since 2014.
Damn, it really been 10 years.
Exactly
That nigga,
10 years.
So he's. I'm assuming he's 0-10.
No,
No,
he's only beat Michigan 3 times.
so he three
And
and
he's
seven.
lost. They play Michigan every year. They play Ohio State every year. He's only beat Michigan 3 times out of 10.
What's his
So,
record? What's
so,
his record against
so
Ohio State? Has he ever beat them?
Guess how many
Once.
games he's won
yeah,
against
yeah.
Ohio State?
If I
Once.
had to guess, I would say twice. I would say
Uno.
twice. I know they.
1-9
I,
against Ohio State.
that's
so
crazy.
so five. So five is too much. Five don't
Yes,
make it legit.
bruh. He barely beating these niggas one time.
Well, I mean, to hypothetically to answer your question, like, yeah, you were real. Like, if this was 2014 and we was like, all right, James, we just got rid of Joe Paterno. You know what I'm saying? Between Ohio State and Michigan, how many? I can give you 10 wins between both of those guys. Mr. Athletic Director, I can give you 10 between both, maybe 11. The athletic director would take that. If you say I can give you 11 wins between Ohio State and Michigan in the next 10 years, okay, we might be talking about something. But you
Okay.
only gave us 4 in between 2 schools in 10 years.
All right. Check this out. Check this out. Real quick.
So who are they gonna fire and
So
hire?
he's been at Penn State. He's been at Penn State since 2014, right? His overall record at Penn State is 88-39. His Big Ten record is 56-32. Against Ohio State and Michigan combined, he's 4-16. Against ranked teams, he's 12-26.
That's what I'm saying.
This is
Against
where it get
against
bad. It's bad. That's bad.
against
That's
top
that,
10 teams, he's 3-17.
It getting worse, bro.
But that's
So
what I'm saying.
that's what
See,
I'm saying.
like I feel like
I'm not
5 is
saying
like,
that I would fire him. I'm not saying I would fire him. I'm just
but
saying that at some point, if you're Penn State and you believe that you're on
He's
this
Mike
level
McCarthy.
and tier with them,
Nah, that
you
shit
know what I
terrible.
mean? Like he
you
got to go at some point.
you gotta give me more than that. But that's why I'm saying 5 because it's like you gotta give me more than between two teams, and you tell me you can't get 5, bro, out of a 10-year span.
If it were me, I should go at worst, I should go 4-6 against Michigan in a 10-year window.
You know what I'm saying? Like a
That's
reasonable,
I
tough.
should go 3-7 against Ohio State.
like I mean, if you like that though as a coach, if you're producing 11 wins and your only two losses is coming between Michigan and Ohio State, but you're producing 11 wins with everybody else, I would assume you could give me in the 10-year gap, you should give me 5 wins between these two teams, bro.
Yeah,
Like
I
at
agree
least
with that.
5.
Based
Like
on what though?
I
Is
agree
all I
with that.
wanted. Based on what are
based
you
on the
based?
I'm basing off
I
the
mean,
fact that
we're acting like Penn
I'm
State doesn't
already
have good
giving you
recruiting classes.
I'm
exactly, and
not.
I'm
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 not acting
already
like that. I'm acting like
but I'm
the
already
Bro, with
giving
same
you
Sean
teams that
Clifford,
y'all expecting these
Sean
same teams
Clifford,
y'all expecting them to beat
Shea
have
Patterson.
better teams than them and better
but
coaches.
but
Christian Hackinson,
I'm already giving you 11.
It's
I'm already
Hackenberg,
giving
but I
you a
get your point.
guaranteed
Huh?
11 wins. I'm already giving you a guaranteed 11 wins, and you're asking me to beat
Cade
just
McNamara.
two teams, just two teams, 10 years.
yeah, we had a defense though.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not
They got
about
defense too.
it's not about Penn State can't beat the other 10 or 11 teams though, bro. It's about them not being able to beat
But
these
that's what
same
I'm
teams
saying.
that's better than them.
If you're asking me to be a coach, and like the main objective is to beat a ranked team like Ohio State and Michigan in a
Like all in
10-year.
all, to
You
sum
know,
it
I
up,
can't
bro.
cap though. Trace McSorley was my dog, but I thought he was gonna be an NFL quarterback. I'm sorry.
To sum it up, bro, to my perspective on it is I can see now I don't when it start getting crazy for me with him is the other ranked teams. His record versus just ranked teams and shit. 12-26 is unacceptable.
Yeah,
Hmm.
3-7 or whatever you say
three and
versus top
seventeen
10.
against
That's
Three
what
top
is
I'm
that's
10.
saying.
crazy as fuck. But when you talking about just on the surface, him versus Penn State versus Ohio State or Penn State versus Michigan, it should be like that. It should be LSU struggling versus Alabama, bro, and Georgia. They're the third best at the in them times with less miles. That's how I can relate to that, bro.
Uh-huh.
You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm saying? So now I can't relate to because we was beating everybody else though. We were still top five until November. Like I was, you know what I'm saying? So I
All right,
can't.
all right.
Yeah.
How
I
about
don't
this,
know
Adam?
what.
How about this? Real quick. How about this? So James Franklin been at Penn State since 2014, right?
That shit crazy.
In that window, so take out Ohio State and Michigan. In that window, you had Michigan State make the playoffs,
Hmm.
and they were in the same division with Penn State.
Good stuff.
Come
That's
on,
what I'm
bro.
saying.
D'Antonio,
So,
nigga.
so I'm not
And
trying to hate
Michigan
on James Franklin.
and Michigan State when they played Michigan, it's not like, you know what I'm saying, Michigan just always has the upper hand every year.
Yes, I'm not trying
So
to
that's
say I'm not trying to hate on James Franklin.
What
I'm
years
just
didn't
saying
they have the
I'm
upper
just saying
hand?
when you put it all together,
Saquon
when
year.
you
Saquon year might have was the year they got them niggas for real.
I
But
don't give
yeah,
I, I
Saquon year they went to the Rose Bowl with Trace McSorley.
Was that 2018?
That was 16.
no, they it was 16.
16.
Yeah. So they haven't beat Ohio State since 2016.
tough. It was
It
2024.
makes sense, nigga. Like, come
It
That's
on.
don't.
tough. It
Ohio
don't.
State be having the number one
Okay,
everything.
Adam.
Yeah,
Adam.
but you still got
We have
as a
in this
coach,
same
bro.
window, we
You
have seen
still got
Ohio State
Bro,
lose to Iowa.
what is
We've
we
seen them lose
talking
to
about,
Purdue.
bro? They got the number one quarterback, the number one receiver, the number
Bruh,
one running
Ohio
back.
State,
Like, come
since
on,
James
bro. The
Franklin,
number one cornerback, the number like, bro.
since James Franklin has been at Penn State, Purdue has beat
yeah.
Ohio State twice.
And you got to factor in even with you
Iowa
saying
has
that.
beat Ohio State by 35
Has
points.
has that
Oh,
been has that
CJ had
been
See,
Has
they
that
had
been
all. They
because
didn't win a natty.
has that been
You know what I'm
because them
saying?
teams are better, or is the, or played better, or is it just because Ohio State shit in the bed versus them teams, bro?
Who was
Because
who was? I don't.
we didn't watch even the
I'm pretty
game
sure
when
it's
they
Ohio
let
State shit.
even the game when Penn State won, or was it Michigan State? Somebody beat Ohio. They be shit in the bed sometimes, bro.
I'm
They
pretty
don't.
sure
They
it was
play
Ohio
down to
State
their
shit in the bed.
competition sometimes. That's what
I,
separates Ohio State from
right, but what
Alabama.
I'm saying is, if I'm the donor or if I'm the AD that hired you, I'm like, yo, you can't do what Purdue did, regardless of the reason. In 10 years,
The reason is Ohio State ain't
you
afraid of
can't do what
fucking
Purdue did. You
Ohio
can't do
State.
what
Know they
Iowa
got
did.
Ohio State. Know they got Penn State number, bro. It's the same with them in Michigan until Michigan, and that's what I'm saying. Penn State still has their story. Isn't James Franklin's story ain't
Well,
over. He can
well, these
go and do
motherfuckers
it.
need to change their number. They need to
All right,
change
so
They
their
really
can
number,
go
quick.
and
bro.
they can go and do this shit. This they could go. We could be talking as much shit as we talking about them. And who's to say that James Franklin don't do it this year, at least versus Ohio State and Michigan? Who's to say?
So he would have to beat them both this year for it to be solid,
No, no,
or he
I
has
because
to
that's
be,
think
not
I
realistic.
think
That's not
I think he
realistic.
beats
or he has
I
to
think he
beat.
beats Michigan this year.
So he has
He
to
Ohio
beat.
might.
State,
He has
I
to
He
beat
wouldn't be
one of
should.
the.
surprised.
He has to
He
He
beat one of
should.
should.
the
That's what I'm
two.
saying. He
But
He has
should.
to
would
beat.
that weigh anything though?
No, because of Ohio State
Nigga
is the
said, "No,
team that we
goddamn.
think that.
What you want a nigga
No,
to
because if
do, man? What do you want
no,
from
because
him?
I'm just
if
saying
Ohio
What
though.
you
no,
want him to do, man?"
If Ohio State is the team that we think Ohio State is, based off of what they did in the transfer portal, bringing in
They that
Junkins and
every
all
year.
that
They
kind of
just
stuff,
don't
they
win.
should beat Penn State 41-14 this year.
But they're not because
Okay,
they got
so
Ryan Day
so
as a coach.
if Penn State loses to Ohio State but beat Michigan, is that okay, or does he have
Yeah,
to
that's
beat?
okay.
But if he what if he beats Ohio State but loses to Michigan? Is that still
Even
okay?
better. Even better.
But wouldn't you rather
Hey,
him beat both? Is it would it make
Yes,
more
you
sense?
would, but it's not realistic. To Adam's point, it's not realistic.
But I would judge it off of that though. If everything is always judged off of the
Well,
two
if
ranked
that's what you
teams,
judging it off of, you ain't gonna never have a
but
coach ever again.
you ain't judging them off the 11 and 12 that he putting together. You judging them off the two teams he can't beat, obviously.
Because this is different. Like, okay, so we're
it's
talking
because you're
about
getting
Penn State.
$10 million a year, bro.
Yeah, we're talking about Penn State right now. If we were talking about Maryland,
Right,
whole different conversation.
right.
Whole
Okay.
different
Right.
conversation.
Okay. I mean, I get where you're coming from with that. I get
Like
what
if
you're
this
coming
was
from with that.
Maryland, it's like, can you get the 8?
At the same time,
Them
it's
niggas
still
they'll be loving 11 wins. They'll be happily losing to fucking Ohio State
but does those 11 wins really mean anything if you just gonna piss the bed against?
Well, this is the
context
problem.
is
It
key. Like
didn't mean
he's
anything before. It didn't mean anything before. But now you got a 12-team playoff. So now that you opened up the playoff, if you can't make the 12-team playoff, we got a whole nother
he gonna Penn
conversation.
State gonna make that though every year. They gonna make 12.
We'll see.
Every
They gonna make
year.
12. I mean, damn, more times than not. I miss every year. Come on, don't hold me
I
literally. I'm
mean,
just
you got to
saying.
remember now. You got to remember now. We just had this conversation. Oregon coming, USC coming, Wisconsin got
Is
Luke
is
Fickle.
USC coming
You
because
know,
they got rid of like in
no,
certain
I
teams?
just mean they're coming to the conference. I just mean they're
Oh,
coming to
this
the
comes to
conference.
go. Oh, you said
Like,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Oregon's coming, USC's coming,
Still,
Luke Fickle's
but
at Wisconsin.
will it
You
matter
know what I
though
mean? Like
because the talent's not
Nebraska,
the
we just
same.
talked about Matt Rule. You know what I
But
mean? Like
is the talent still the same
Washington.
though? Does these teams, but does these programs still have the same type of talent that they had that they lost last year?
I
Well,
mean,
going
obviously,
into this
if we're
year.
talking about this season, then no. But I'm saying like 3 to 4 years down the road, I would imagine that their recruiting is going to get even better, being in the Big Ten. Like as much as as big as Texas recruits, they're going to recruit that much better being in the SEC. You know what I mean? So like that's why A&M is like, yo, what the hell are y'all doing letting them in here? Because A&M loses the advantage that they had.
Them niggas pussy.
They are. I mean, shout out to my baby, saying she go there, but still. But like, but I'm just saying, like, that's where you get to the realism of it, right? Because in the NFL, like Adam was saying, the Titans could go out here, get Calvin Ridley, get Joe Alt or whatever, whoever they got offensive lineman, Latham. and they
Them
could be
niggas
like,
tough.
yo,
I like what they doing.
no, but that's what I'm saying. So the Titans could be like, yo, even if we don't win the division, we 8 games and we spoiling somebody's season.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we build.
In college
with Brian
football,
Callahan.
yeah, in college football, it's like, yo, I gotta go to Oregon this year versus next year Oregon coming to my place. So this year, I might chalk that up as an L just because I gotta go there.
Mm.
You know what I
Feel
mean?
that.
Like if I gotta play Ohio State, I might chalk that up as an L just because I gotta go to the shoe. You know what I'm saying? But next year, when we get them in our place,
Okay, I feel what you mean. I feel what you mean.
but a lot of these
All right,
losses is
so
because of James Franklin though and decisions that he makes.
all right, so real quick, we about to segue. Goddamn, y'all already know I got a video for y'all real quick, so I just want to hear what y'all think.
They knew what they had. Think with Favre, they knew what they had. I think with Rodgers, they knew what they had. And I think legitimately, if they say inside that building now that they made this decision to bring in Love because they knew he was ready, that's a lie. Gutekunst can say, like, I drafted him, I knew what he had or whatever. For me, that's a little disingenuous because I think they were very publicly unclear about what they had, but he started playing great. Guys, sitting a guy that you drafted for a couple of years maybe is not a bad idea. But if you're drafting high, you're shitty. So you draft a guy, you bring him in, you can't protect him, you don't have playmakers around him. Now he's getting his balls beat in and his
Atlanta.
confidence shook. Aaron and I know each
Atlanta.
other really well, and I've watched a hell of a lot of Packers games. And by the end of the season, Green 19, his tone, his rhythm, the way he does fakes, it's very Rodgers-esque. Like if you watch him now, go off the bat, how did that happen? We watched him. I think with Favre, they knew what they had.
Atlanta.
That's what
I
I'm
hate
saying.
sports so much. I hate sports so much.
You can't hate it, bro. But it's
Atlanta.
the truth. But it's a truth. It's a
Because
truth. It's a
no,
truth.
because everything ain't fucking absolute. Each
It's
situation is
not.
different.
It
It's
is.
not.
But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but some quarterbacks like a Michael Penix needs to sit behind somebody that's been
All of
there,
them niggas
done it.
benefit from
We
that shit.
we
That was
You
talked
my
know.
about this
point.
the other day. Where was Jordan Love drafted?
26.
26.
26. Yes. So it's okay to sit him. If I draft a dude number 3, I'm not sitting you.
To
I
the
get what you
video,
mean.
to the point of the video, it's hard to do that because them niggas is they trashed, so they don't have the luxury. But
But
Atlanta had the luxury. They
but
had
it
the
depends
money
on who
to
you're
get.
talking about.
They had
It
the
de-
money to get a Kirk Cousins
no,
and
but
still
it depends on
draft.
who you're talking about. So like for example, you're not going to sit Caleb Williams because the Bears had Carolina's pick and they
You
went out
will
and
if you
got Keenan
got. You
Allen,
will if
DeAndre Swift. You're
you
not
ain't
going to
gonna
sit
sit.
Caleb Williams.
You ain't gonna sit Caleb Williams if you got Aaron Rodgers.
That's different.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point. That's the point.
That's No, but he's trying to apply that across the board. Like maybe it's not bad for your quarterback to sit. It's not
It's not.
absolute. Each
It's
situation
not.
is different.
It's
But
not
it's the
But
bad.
no, hold
But the
on. But
only
this is
thing
the
that make
world.
it
This is the
wild, the
world that
only
we
thing that
live
make
in.
the only thing
Like
that
like
make it wild, Mike, is that every team don't have that luxury of having because they're bad
exactly.
team. So Atlanta has the luxury though.
That's fine. That's
So it's
Atlanta. But like,
beneficial
so
for
should
them
Jaden Daniels sit?
if y'all had a nigga
If Sam
if y'all
Howell was
had
still there, would you be like,
no,
all right, Jaden
no,
Daniels, let's get
no,
it?
no, no, not Sam Howell. But if they had Sam Howell, not Aaron fucking Rodgers though. Like you get what I'm saying? Like he need to be learning behind a quality or Kirk Cousins for that matter. Like if they had Kirk Cousins, I wouldn't be mad at that. Yes, learn behind even though you the Heisman #2 overall pick, learn behind a veteran quarterback. It benefited Golf sitting, and he learned from fucking Case Keenum. Like it shit helps, bro. I seen it. It's been that's what was my point when we was talking about this shit the other night. Like it also helps certain players to learn on the fly, but this shit can kill a nigga too.
Mhm.
Like a Zach Wilson can kill their confidence if you ain't helping that nigga and all he doing is losing. But you
And then
expecting
bringing
him
in
to
the
put
Aaron Rodgers.
and they ain't doing that. Well, they ain't had shit that he played 4 plays. But I'm just saying, bro.
He's
Like
still. But look, Zach Wilson showed somewhat of quality
he's
improvement.
shown that he ain't got no confidence.
Right.
He's talented as a
He's
bitch.
right, and he showed he could play football. Far as he watching
I was
Rodgers
hoping
the
we
first
traded
year.
for him, bro. For real, I
You
was
know what I'm
hoping we
saying?
got him.
But in that point of confidence, like that does matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even AR, bro, we had the his confidence after being hurt in Tennessee and being shut down for the rest of the year. Like, he had to go through that confidence part, and that was what was talked about was is his confidence is gonna be there. And at first he even said he was like, bro, mentally it was something different that he ain't never experienced, and he felt like, you know what I'm saying, it was a different type of weight on him. But now it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's more eager to get back on the field because he's like, I learned how to protect my body. I learned how to take, you know what I'm saying, not be too reckless, but not change what I do best. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit does matter. And we got the pieces to keep him healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
That's another thing too with Michael Penix Jr. Like, bruh be getting hurt and shit. He need a good year or like just take off and get healthy for real instead of
mm-hmm,
being expected to play immediately. This is gonna benefit bruh on so many
Definitely.
And niggas
levels.
like Hendon Hooker still hanging around the league.
He
right.
gonna continue to. Golf is up, nigga. Niggas was
Yeah,
hoping.
look who's
But
Niggas
behind
were
Aaron
hoping.
Rodgers right now. Look who's
but
behind
look,
Aaron Rodgers right now.
Hinder Hooker is probably like
Who
the
is
prime
behind Aaron Rodgers right now, Mike?
Jordan Travis.
Jordan Travis.
Hooker Hooker is probably in the best situation far as sitting behind a
I fuck
veteran
with
right
that.
now with a team that's already getting is already a great team, a good team going to be a better team, and golf is not going to be there for another like I'll say probably at least 4 more years. You know what
You
I'm
don't think he
saying?
gonna golf gonna be there for the next 5 years?
I don't, because eventually, bro, they gonna want to turn to somebody younger. I'm not saying golf can't produce, but I'm saying far as a face of the franchise, they're gonna want at least somebody younger. And
You
Hendon
got to
Hooker
see
is,
what you got.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like with golf, he's just Hooker's in the best spot far as learning wise to be like, okay, I seen somebody do this. I know the ins and out. I know the system. You know what I'm saying? It should be an easy transition far as a backup quarterback that didn't have a quarterback that didn't even have high expectations coming being drafted. You know what I'm saying? And then getting onto the field and actually producing because he sat behind somebody like Jared Goff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, but I see golf for 4 more years in Detroit, especially after last year, bro. What?
That's
Yeah, I
tough.
think
That's
yeah,
tough,
that's what
Edie.
it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. Because I mean, you have to make a transition at some point.
At some point,
You
that's
know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying.
And like Bill Belichick used to always say, I'd rather get rid of a guy a year early
A
Early
than
year
than late, than
early.
late. Exactly, bro. So it's
yeah.
like,
So like Geno Smith is a perfect example. Like this is probably going to be his last year in Seattle. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
Sam
Not
Howell gonna take
because
that job by week 7, bro.
I think so too. But even if that doesn't happen, this is the last year of the contract. So like, why am I going to re up when I got this young guy here?
that's what I'm
I got to
saying.
see what I got because if Sam
Gotta
Howell
see.
comes in, shits the
hmm
bed for us or whatever, now I
I
can
know
go draft a
now. I know
quarterback.
exactly. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm
did my due diligence. So like, with
saying?
we got to remember, like, regardless of the circumstances, Hendon Hooker was a third or fourth round draft pick.
Right. He could be a
You know what I
Dak Pres
mean?
like he could be a Dak Prescott far as I didn't get drafted high. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no expectations. I had a veteran in front of me. If Jared Goff got hurt type shit, you know what I'm saying, then he had to step in and start playing great football, then that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? You would look
Right,
at it like he
right.
had time to sit, he had time to learn the offense. This is more like, all right, now is he the future? Then you start trying to figure out like, all right, let me put more talent around them, invest into them a little bit, see what we got going there. But
Yeah.
far as just like drafting somebody high and then putting them on the field, like I will always judge somebody off their confidence. Like Joe Burrow, you already knew he was going to be fine regardless. You know what I'm saying? Even if
And
he
then
got
you got
smacked
a
around
and then you
as
got
much.
America's new sweetheart, Spencer Rattler. You know what I mean? Like, if you're the Saints,
Oh,
it's
don't
like,
don't try to
hey,
call him the sweetheart just because you don't like him.
I didn't say I didn't like him. I'm just saying like it just came out at like everybody just came through at the
It
same
didn't come
time.
out of
Like
nowhere
it was
though,
just a whole
bruh.
lot of groupthink. You know what I mean? But I just think that like the Saints obviously, they still got Jameis, I believe, right?
No, he in
Uh
Cleveland, bro.
No,
He in
oh,
Jameis
that's
Cleveland.
is a
right. That's
Brown.
right. That's right. He did go to
He
Cleveland.
out there eating
Um,
dubs in
you know,
Cleveland.
but you know what I mean. But like if Derek Carr, shits the bed or whatever, the Saints are like 3-6.
They'll put
You know what I
Rattler
mean?
in just to see if
You
what they
got
got
to.
in him. You ain't got no choice.
You know what I
But
You know
that's
what I'm
mean?
not.
saying?
It's not gonna be fair to judge cause either though, cause he don't got no
Yeah,
Right,
players
because he
to
right,
don't
play.
got
right,
he don't got
right.
right. But that's what I be saying about certain quarterbacks. I be like, with the young guns, if you go that process where you got a veteran, the veteran shit in the bed, it's already the team already in a situation where like you know they're not gonna make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But you want to see what the young guy got. You still go into the next year as this young guy's your like making him your starter. You know what I'm saying? Put some talent around him and then start to judge what you got in him instead of like you judge what you've seen from the last few games, whatever it took
Yeah,
from
and
the
the
previous
Saints, the
season.
Saints have talent. They just need
Right.
they need offensive line help, but they got talent.
And they
And they
So
do.
need a
And
They
they
got
coach.
Kam- they got
thank you.
Kamara, they got Olave.
But that's that, bro. All that is Jared Goff 2016, bro. That's all we're gonna see. If this is Spencer Rattler's first year, it's gonna be Derek Carr plays the first 9, 10 games, and he's gonna stink it
Uh-huh.
up. The fans are gonna scream Spencer Rattler, and the coach gonna finally give in, and Dennis Allen gonna feel loyal to Derek Carr, but he's gonna eventually give in to save his job, or
Well,
what he
yeah,
think is
that's
gonna
what I
be
was about
saving
to
his
say.
job,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're gonna put Spencer Rattler in, and he gonna still stink, and he gonna still lose his job, just like Jeff Fisher. They're gonna hire some Ben Johnson from the motherfucking Lions or somebody, some offensive genius, and then Spencer Rattler gonna flourish and gonna say, "Oh my God, look at this offensive genius!" That ignoring that Spencer Rattler was a fucking dog, was
Right.
Know what I'm
talented as
saying?
a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
cause yeah. Because I
He
mean,
just
the,
needed
the people
help.
keep saying he came out of nowhere, but bro, he was projected to be number one when he was at Oklahoma before he got hurt.
How long
Nigga
ago
was the
was
number
that?
one player in the nation coming to
How
high
long
school.
ago was that?
I don't
It don't
care. The
matter.
talent there, bruh.
Nigga said, I don't care.
No,
The
I'm saying
talent is
like
No,
like
no,
there.
no,
no,
no.
it's different.
Literally, no. Literally, the only reason why how long ago was that doesn't matter is because it's no. We're not talking about a program. We talk about a player that put stuff on tape already, and he got hurt, and he went to
I
another
know,
team.
but it's not
If he
as
would
if
have
but
stuck
it's
with
not as
Lincoln
if he went
Riley
to
at
South
Oklahoma,
Carolina.
Who's to say
It's
what
not
happens?
as if he went to
Or
South
goes to
Carolina and
USC with
day
Jordan
one hit.
Addison?
It's not like he hit the ground running as soon as he got to South Carolina and we're like, oh yeah, he's back. That shit still took 11 games.
and he still showed something though.
He did, but
And
I
it's
mean, not
South
enough to be back in the
Carolina.
first round.
It's South
Not enough.
Carolina,
Not enough to
Mike.
be. Not enough to be back in the first round though. Like
It's
y'all making it
South
sound like he should
Carolina.
have been
I
a
never
top
said he
20
was gonna be
pick.
a first rounder. Never said that.
What you
I'm
want
just,
them to
but
do
I'm
at
just
South
That's
saying though.
Carolina? What do you want Cuz to do at South Carolina? Answer me that.
I don't know. It depends on what you asking me.
That nigga was running for his motherfucking life.
He the one that chose South Carolina. That already
He
showed me
didn't
he ain't
have
got good.
many choices.
You
He
know
had
what
a
that
bad.
shows
He had
me?
to turn
That
his.
shows
He had
me
to
he don't
change his.
have good decision making. How about that?
He had to change his whole. He had to change his whole narrative, bro. Like niggas really was looked had a negative
he knew
perception of
he knew
Spencer
South
Rattler.
Carolina didn't have no offensive line when he chose to go there.
Where else he going?
Anywhere else, if that's the
He
case, if their
going
offensive
to a
line
he
was
got
that
if
bad,
he ain't
anywhere
going and no
he could have
team in
went
the
to Penn
SEC.
State. How about that? And he
Who
could have beat Ohio State and Michigan. There you go.
Hell no.
he could have went to Penn State. I ain't gonna lie, he could have went to Penn State.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. No, he couldn't have went to Penn State because everybody loves Drew Aller. But you know, but no, I'm just saying though, like I just don't like that shit. Like what you want him to do. I don't know who told his ass to go there.
All
Like this
right,
ain't
so
this ain't like the this ain't like a trade where he got
I'm just
traded to
saying
South
context is
Carolina.
key. Like
He
he I
chose
don't
to
think
go there.
yes, and I don't think he chose to go there to ultimately try to realistically win. I mean, yes, that's the goal, but you got to be realistic, bro. Them niggas ain't got no O line. He know that. He's looking for a place that has an offensive scheme and Beamer and
He just
somewhere that
want to
he
put some,
can
he want
become a
put
pro.
some yeah, put something on tape
Yeah,
enough, you know
they
what I'm
run a
saying?
pro
He
style
could have went to
offense.
play for Kiffin.
They run a pro style offense, not over Jack. Lane is loyal to Jackson Dart, bro. Like it's this that he went to the place that was where he felt comfortable. Cause yes, if he goes to Ole Miss, what the fuck? Like that shit crazy. Like what the fuck?
All right, so
Maybe Ole Miss makes their first SEC title game.
That
two
shit
five. I got one
crazy.
for
I'm
you.
not gonna lie, Mike. I didn't never know that one. You put me on game with that is a bar, bruh.
Even Mississippi State made one.
Even Mississippi State made one.
Arkansas made 2 or 3 of them.
Ole Miss ain't never been. That is crazy. I never even. That is
That's why
wild.
when we be having these conversations, you be trying to tell me about Ole Miss, and I be like, "Yo, don't talk to me about Ole Miss,
I'm the
man."
from the perspective of an LSU fan, bro. We
But that's
play
what,
them every year. My
yeah, but that's
perspective
what,
is
that's what I be saying about Ole Miss. They'll just have a few players. They don't be having no legit team. Like they have a couple players that make them relevant enough to be like, hey, Ole Miss has somebody down
Yo,
there. But they
that's
don't never
crazy to say when we know that 1 year we could just look at that receiving core they had that 1 year.
that
AJ
1 year.
Brown,
And,
AJ
and
AJ
Brown,
DK,
Brown,
DK,
Metcalf at the same
Laquan
time.
Elijah
Treadwell,
Moore.
you know what I'm
Elijah
saying? So it's
Moore.
like you,
Come
but
on
look,
now.
and then but you don't think of Ole Miss other than that right there for real, unless you talk about Chip Kelly, the quarterback.
And guess,
You
hey,
know,
and you know what's funny about that? Guess who Penn
Chad
State
Kelly.
lost their?
I
Guess who
fuck with
Penn?
Chad
Chad.
Guess who?
Kelly, yeah, Chad
Guess
Kelly,
guess
yeah.
who Penn State? Guess who Penn State lost their bowl game to this year? Ole
Who?
Miss.
Tough.
I can't, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, Ole Miss is as much as we talking about them never going to. It makes sense. That's just how tough the SEC is, bro.
But
Because
they shouldn't be in the SEC.
as much
But they
as you
shouldn't
shitting
be
on
in
them,
the
they do be
SEC.
having real teams, bro. Lane Kiffin is a legitimate coach.
But do they do anything in the SEC?
It's
No.
tough. They're like the fourth best team in it. That's my point with Penn State not doing nothing, bro. It's hard. That shit is hard, bro.
But you can name like six more teams that's in the SEC that's better than Ole Miss off the
No,
top.
you cannot. Bro,
Come
Yes, you
on.
niggas would
can.
put Ole Miss ahead of us last year. Going into last
Yes,
year,
you
Ole Miss
can.
was ranked ahead. Was
He
going
actually
in
was.
the.
Yeah, it actually
You
was
know what I'm
though.
saying?
Going to your college football point about historically and all that kind of stuff. You can. If you're looking at just last season, you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because I
saying.
would
Like
say I would
if we
say Ole
talking
Miss
like
ain't
It's
above
only getting
Tennessee.
crazier for
They
them.
ain't
It's
above
only, bro.
Florida.
That was about to be my point. They recruiting. Lane Kiffin is
but
recruiting.
but 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 now we only can say that about Ole Miss now.
The
But
only
back
reason that it's gonna
then,
get tough is to Mike point. We added Oklahoma and Texas, so
So they
it's
about to
gonna.
fall down.
So to your point, they might fall down a little bit, but bruh, if it was just regular old SEC, the way they was heading was like, especially with Nick Saban leaving, that shit is like, damn, bruh, like it was
but
really
yeah,
about to
but
be
yeah,
LSU,
but
Ole Miss
yeah, but
in
we
the
talk. But
West.
I'm looking at just off of just history. You know what I'm saying? Like Ole Miss never was a team to fear in the SEC for real, for real. If you
You
matching up
right.
like based off
Not a
of just
team to
straight
fear,
history.
but I knew to respect that shit. The Magnolia game every year, nigga. I know.
I feel you
So
though. I feel you with that. I feel you with
You
that.
know what? I'm sick of this shit. Hold on a sec. Y'all keep talking. Y'all, y'all pissing me off now. The fucking Magnolia. Man, the fucking Magnolia. Like, the only
nigga, that shit.
Magnolia I represent is Juvenile, man.
oh we
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not gonna lie. The night my daughter was born, nigga, I watched DK Metcalf and AJ Brown. Well, not DK. DK ain't never do nothing versus us, but AJ Brown had a field day, bruh. And them niggas, and that shit don't happen. I don't care
Hey,
who the receiver is. Julio Jones ain't just have his way all the time. Like
facts. It's
hey,
niggas don't
DB.
hey,
just come.
Lethal.
What they
Lethal.
do? What they do?
The Magnolia is 64 to 38. Tell this man to stop.
That's what I'm just
Tell this
saying. Like,
man to
That shit's
stop.
still tough. That shit's still tough.
that ain't
Ask
tough, boy.
ask
That's an ass
ask
whooping.
Alabama fans. Ask Alabama fans, do they realistically look forward to having to play LSU? Even knowing that they nine
That's
out of ten,
new, though. That's new. That's like within
even
the last 20
even asking,
years.
bro, we went 10 years without beating them, bro.
We did. We definitely
Exactly.
did.
So why would they be worried about you on that level? Like on a in a
They,
specific year, in a
bro, they
specific
know
year,
that
yes. In a,
they know that they're going to beat us 9 times out of 10, but they still come into that game ready to play.
it just yo, all right.
Cause
You
the
know what I'm saying?
magnitude, cause the
Because
magnitude
they
of that.
know that the
Hey,
talent is just
lethal,
as equal.
lethal. Yo,
I'm here.
Bama 56, LSU 27. Stop that.
I'm weak.
You know what I'm
Chill,
saying?
bro.
Like,
You're
look,
making my point though.
you're making my point too. Like, yeah,
No,
this is like since 2000. Like, Bama don't just walk around fearing LSU or something. Like in a given
I
year,
didn't say
when
that. I'm
LSU
not
when
saying that they
LSU
fear us. I wasn't saying that they fear us, bruh. Just like I'm not saying that Ole Miss, nobody fears Ole Miss or Ole Miss fears. That wasn't my point. My point is that it's they coming to the game knowing what time it is. They
That's
don't
true.
just,
I got you. You
you know
like,
what I'm
yo, we gonna beat.
saying?
I got you. You like, we gonna beat
Yeah,
Ole Miss
it's not
by
a
7 instead of
yeah,
21. You know,
right.
that's tough.
Yeah, like
I
Yeah. I
got
mean,
you. I got
I
you.
get that. I get that point. Like because it's a conference game, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Interconference games, you niggas is gonna show up and play hardball. It's not gonna be a automatic blowout for sure. But I'm not gonna sit here and be thinking to
Except for
myself,
Michigan Rutgers.
"Are we?" But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, when LSU and play us Ole Miss, I'm not gonna always be. I'm not gonna ever sit here and be like, "Oh, Ole Miss really has a chance against LSU." Like, no, bro. Historically, I'm gonna be like, bro, we're gonna smash these niggas regardless.
nigga, they
You know.
just beat us.
But I'm
I'm
saying
dead.
off of I'm
They
saying off of
just beat us.
history though. I'm just saying off of history. You know what I'm saying? Every season is gonna be different for sure. But
It's
just
not though, because to your
historically,
point, we beat them more times than not. But the game is good. That's my point. That any given, even though it's just like us in Alabama. Yes, there were years where they 21-0 in the national championship, or 29-0 in Death Valley. Like, but more times than not, them games be good, no matter how good the
yeah, the
season is for
game be
LSU.
yeah, for sure. The game definitely
So
be
that's all, and
different.
that means in itself that this shit can go just like Denver. Yeah, you can look at, oh, they beat them 4-1, or they beat them 4-0. Bruh, the game was LA way the whole time.
Yeah,
Like
and
the
you know what's
game
crazy?
coming down to Jamal Murray heroic shit. Like
I
you
feel what you
can't,
mean.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
yeah.
what
See,
you
gotta
mean.
look
lethal.
at it for what it
He
is.
got a point because in the last 10 years, Ole Miss beat him 3 times.
All
I feel
right,
what you
bruh. I'm
I
just
feel what you mean.
saying. I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
just having fun. I'm just having
what's
fun.
the what's the years
Don't pay
though?
me no mind. Don't
Besides this past year. Besides what was the other year? What was the other years besides this
don't
past
pay me
year?
no mind, bro. I'm just having fun right now. Don't pay me no mind.
All
It
right,
was
well,
they beat it was 2021 and
Re-
2015.
Recently, Leonard Fournette teams, man. 2015, that LSU team was fucking crazy, and they Miss beat us.
Yeah,
yeah,
2015, nigga,
yeah.
2015, bro.
that's crazy. Leonard Fournette
That was
2015.
allowed
probably a
that shit.
Metcalf year, but that was probably an AJ
And
Brown
they
year.
and they beat y'all by 3 touchdowns that year.
Come on. And you telling me why my perspective is the way it is on the Magnolia. I love that 2015
He said-
team. That 2015 LSU team, one of my favorite teams. It just didn't win. That 2015 team that's that year Leonard Fournette went crazy against Auburn, Ole
Mhm.
Miss. He went crazy in that
He was
game.
on.
I actually remember that shit at LSU won it at Death Valley,
Let me
2015.
Hmm.
see.
Come on,
I
bruh.
don't know where it was, but yeah.
All right,
I'm
before we
telling
wrap
you.
this up, 2-5, I got one video for you from my man's Joe Clatt. Here we go.
My
Oh,
favorite
that's my
picks,
guy.
and really one of my favorite drafts was Washington. I thought that the Commanders had a great draft. If you listened to this episode or the episode of our show, the Plant the Flag players, where I listed a bunch of guys that I'm like, man, these are guys that I'm going to plant a flag and say they will work out. They are football playing Jessies. They know how to do this. They're instinctual. They're going to succeed at the next level. And Mikey St. Russell went to Washington as well as Johnny Newton. I love that. 50th pick. Mike Sainristil goes to Washington in the second round. I knew that I felt really strongly about Mike Sainristil, and to be honest, right, like I'm not in coaching circles. I talk to coaches, but I'm not a coach. I know what they will
I'm
say,
about to.
but to be honest, it was incredibly, I don't know what it was. It wasn't relieving. It just felt good that Nick Saban had the same opinion that I did about Mike Sainristil. If you saw Nick Saban gushing about Mike Sainristil, I'm like, yep, that's exactly why I love this guy. My favorite picks.
How do you feel that the Washington Red? I was about to say Washington Redskins, the Washington Commodores
Woo! Get us
did
canceled.
in, in this in this draft that y'all just had.
I wouldn't say I love it,
Who
but
was your
I
first
was a
four
fan.
picks? The
I was a
top
fan of
100.
it. I was a
Who?
fan of it. You know, of course, we got Jaden first. Then we got Johnny Newton, who I think is the best defensive tackle in the draft.
He not, but that's
So
a good
I
pick
don't know
though.
what that means. I don't know what that means for Jonathan Allen. Going forward, I know there's been talk about getting
Didn't
rid
y'all
of
already
him.
get rid
So
of Deron Payne?
I think we still got Payne.
Yeah, like y'all niggas
And,
crazy. Hold on.
and then
Y'all
we picked
first
up
four picks is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We picked up the second best tight end in the draft, and then
And then the
we
DB from
got
Michigan.
Sanders still. Yeah, like
Yes.
so like I
Luke
like that.
McCaffrey and right your top 100 picks is crazy, bro. Your
And
first one, two,
I even like the linebacker McGee that we got from Temple. I like him
y'all
too.
actually did really well in the
And
Yeah,
draft.
we
also
did really
shout out
well.
to Five because it feels like just yesterday when I was asking you how did you feel about
Damn, shut the
Emmanuel
fuck up, Trav.
Forbes.
Yeah,
So
Who
now
y'all
yeah,
y'all
niggas
got
coach?
Forbes and Sandersill.
Damn,
yeah. We
cool.
got dogs now. You know what I'm saying? Like Forbes still need to eat. I need him to go hang out
Yeah,
with
from
Zion or
Mississippi State
something.
last year, right?
Does Jaden Daniels have a RG3 rookie year?
It's
No, because
possible, but they
did
don't.
they fix the field? I just fixed the field.
Yeah, fix the field. Definitely fix the field.
Fix the field,
We
bro.
obviously made offensive line a priority during free agency. So so from that standpoint, but you still gotta have the time to build the line, the chemistry, all that kind of stuff like that.
And you
So
got an O lineman out of TCU in round 3.
yeah, what I'm saying. Those
Luke
losers.
McCaffrey, these are some underrated picks, man.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But
So
that's
that's
what
how
I'm
I felt.
saying.
So
So
that's
I
how
don't.
I felt about the draft. When I was watching the draft, I felt the same way about the draft that I felt about free agency. Like
Mm.
we didn't really get
Who did y'all
anybody
get in
that
free
like
agency?
we got Austin Eckler in free agency.
Y'all got Austin Eckler on the skins. What receivers?
Yeah,
Y'all lost Curtis Samuel, right?
yeah, we lost Curtis Samuel, which is not a loss because his ass don't play anyway. But Austin Eckler, we not only did we get Austin Eckler, we got him for 2 years, 11 million.
Mm, mm,
So
mm, mm.
so we went bargain shopping. You know what I mean? Like it
Oh,
ended up with him. So I'm damn sure like
Y'all got Bobby Wagner.
well we
Yeah.
yeah
that's
yeah
what
Wow.
I'm saying,
Y'all
bro.
got
Like
Zach Ertz,
Jaden Daniels
Marcus
has a chance to put
Mariota.
together the RG3 rookie camp.
Y'all got some O linemen.
That's
yeah we
what I
got some
Jeremy
see.
old lot.
Chin,
We got
safety.
We got
Y'all
Dante Fowler.
Jeremy Chin from the
We got
Panthers.
and we got Luvu from the Panthers as
Cleveland
well.
Farrell from Richmond,
Y-
Virginia.
Yep.
Y'all
We
really
got
just
Dorrance.
need a good number two. Y'all got Scary Terry and Jahan Dotson. Y'all just really need a third nigga for real. I mean, y'all
That's
got
Yeah,
Jamison
we
Crowder,
crazy.
but
but we
That's what
still got
McCaffrey's
We
for.
still got Dynamic Brown too.
But that's what
Um,
yeah.
McCaffrey's for. You know, the
you know
McCaffrey
the
gonna be our slot. Gonna be our
Yo,
slot
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
guy.
he
lie,
is. He
Mike.
is.
I'm
And
not gonna lie.
we got Dorrance Armstrong from Dallas.
I know you
So
probably wish Ben Johnson would have went to the Skins. They said that he did terrible in the interview,
yeah, we got
but
that dude from the Dolphins that I can't pronounce his name.
as the offensive
Noah.
coordinator,
No, the corner. Noah Igben Gainey or
Oh, I know
whatever.
who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
who is running y'all offense? Who calling the plays?
Cliff
What is?
Kingsbury.
Oh, this shit about to be sweet, bro.
That's
I'm
what
not
I
And then
gonna
we
said.
lie.
got
He's gonna. That's
that
what I was saying.
Cups. For what you said earlier, we got Zacchaeus.
This shit about to
Oh
be
yeah.
sweet. The Skins about to,
Okay.
bruh.
Illuminate
Is
Zacchaeus.
that why you asking that, Ralph? Is this about to be an RG3 type year? Is they gonna win the division? Because the Eagles, I don't
So
really believe in like most niggas do.
I
so
already put in the chat, bro. It's gonna be 4 new division champs this year. So it's not
Is
like
the Skins about to win the East?
it's a possible. I'm not.
no.
It's a
Let's slow
Is
possibility,
the
down.
bro.
Slow
Skins about
down.
It's a
to win the East,
bro.
bro?
Slow
I
Y'all
wouldn't
have
say
a
all
down.
that.
bro. They have
That
a
should be
chance though.
wild if them
They
niggas
Slow
have a
win,
down.
bro.
No
chance,
Bobby
Bro, like
Valentino.
bro. Y'all have
You
a
know what I'm
chance to
saying?
put together the RG3 camp.
this shit
Come
is about to
on,
be
bro.
Yo,
RG3 ish. I'm
check
not
this
gonna lie.
out, Crody. Like no. The way that I felt about the draft is how I felt about free agency. We got a lot of good, solid NFL players, but not necessarily anything over the top. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Y'all got
so like
everything else though.
no, we do. So like look at that Philly, for example, since you brought up Philly, right? They got Cooper DeJean and
Mitchell,
Quenya Mitchell. You know what I mean? So like we didn't do something like that. You know what I mean?
but y'all didn't need to.
But I still liked
Y'all
what we
didn't need
did.
to, and y'all did do it in a different way. Y'all got
That's what I'm
Right,
y'all
right.
got
saying.
the combo, the D line, and the DB
Right,
combo,
right,
which is to me more effective. The Eagles needed that DB. Y'all did that
right.
last year with what y'all
Well, we
did.
needed the DBs too, like
Y'all
because
got it last year.
we had the worst defense in the NFL last year, and the worst pass defense in the NFL last year. So like Sanders still is really like the only thing about Sanders still is like he is small, like as far as height wise,
Who
but
y'all say
you
y'all
but you can't
replace?
teach but you can't teach what he does. You know what I mean? Like he's just a football player, man. Like that dude was born to play football.
They
So he's
lost
probably
Cam
my
Curl to
pick.
y'all. Oh my
I
But
bad.
know.
they replaced him with Jeremy Chin though. He's a good
Yeah, we got
safety.
Jeremy Chin though.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like I said,
Chin
Yeah,
is
actually,
Chin is all
crazy.
right though.
yeah, and I like this Luvu dude. From Frankie Luvu. I like him a lot
Yeah.
from
So why are
Carolina.
you
Mm-hmm.
So
not sitting here beating the drum for y'all to take the division this
because
I
there
year,
actually
because
like
there's
bro?
that. I
because
actually
because
like the skins, bro. I'm not
because
gonna lie.
there's three things at play here, right? Um, One, you're relying on a rookie quarterback. You know what I
So
mean? And you
what?
just
We just
never
We
watched
seen
know.
it.
Stroud. We just
We
watched
seen it.
Stroud take over the
I know,
league.
but you
Yeah,
just
we
never know
seen
how
it.
that goes. You just never know. You
We
know what I'm
seen it
saying?
though.
It's like
Luck
a
did
box
it.
of chocolates.
RG3 did it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a
We
box of
seen it.
chocolates. Philly is still way more talented than anybody else in the division. Regardless of what
Are
we think
they
of
are
them.
they way more talented than everybody in the division?
Yes,
I mean, in their
yes. Just
division, they do. They
just
got
look at their front.
Saquon,
Just look at their front
Jalen.
seven.
Their roster on paper is definitely like that though. If
I
we're
think
talking
I
talent,
think they're a mixture between old and young.
And Dallas, you know what I mean? Like until we beat Dallas, it's just I got to give Dallas that respect until we beat them. You know what I
but y'all
mean? It's
gonna
just one
beat
of
them
those
this
things.
year, bro. This
You know what I
that's why I keep
mean?
saying this is not
Like
RG3's
Dakota,
camp.
no, when Dakota sees us, like it's literally like feeding time.
It's because it's Thanksgiving, bro.
You know what I'm saying? No, I just mean in general.
The
Like
Cowboy, I
from
know
day
that shit
one, since
wild.
he
Them
came
niggas
into
do
the
be beating y'all
NFL,
ass on
that
Thanksgiving, bro. Every
from
time.
day one, I know I was at the
That shit
game
is
this
a
year. You
lock
don't gotta.
for
I was at the Thanksgiving game this year. You don't gotta remind me. You know what
them.
I'm saying? You know what I mean? But the point being is that like some things you just can't you can't do it in one year. You know what I mean? Like
But if
we
it's a
need this
team that can,
offensive
it's y'all though. That's all I'm saying. I
we
don't
need this
know if y'all
offensive
win the
line.
division. I didn't think about it like that until we just talked about what y'all did in the offseason. I didn't really look at it like that. Y'all
No,
kind of just killed the offseason, bro.
yeah,
Bro,
best
y'all
case
just had this has
scenario
to be the best offseason the Skins have had in how long?
since like 1993 or something.
1990,
God
Like,
bro.
damn.
And you over here
Hey,
like
bro, I was
God
thinking on my hand hard as a bitch. I was like, RG3.
nigga
Who
said
before that? I mean, Jason Campbell
1990.
was a good
So
pick. I guess he was a first
cause
round
you
draft
gotta
pick.
think when y'all got RG3, bro, y'all gave up the house just to us
I
just to
know, but
get
you gotta remember.
like
You
y'all
gotta
ain't
remember.
killed the draft like y'all did this draft. This
No,
draft, y'all
but you
killed
also
this
gotta
every
remember
pick
when
about
I
to play.
you got to remember when I look back at free agency for us, there's a whole lot of Hainsworth and
Yeah,
Archuleta
about
in
to
there.
say,
You know
hey,
what I'm
Hayesworth was
saying?
Everybody do that though, bro.
100
Everybody do
million.
that.
That shit
Everybody
was
do that though.
crazy.
Everybody do
No,
that.
but
Because when you used to go to the Redskins back then, bro, you only went to the Redskins to get a check. It was like the Jets.
no,
Like you only go there to get paid. You're
To get
not going
paid,
there
right?
like Donovan McNabb. He went to the Redskins to get paid.
yeah, that was
He
the
ain't
And
go
play the
problem.
there.
We always
biggest.
got everybody when they were old. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
exactly.
so that's the thing. Like best case scenario for me right now, as of this moment, obviously we got to see what happens in training camp and all that stuff. But for me, best case scenario is 10-7. That's best case
I
scenario
feel like
right
that's
now.
enough to win that fucking
You know
division.
what I mean? And the worst case scenario is probably 6-11.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So
Six and
splitting the
It's not
11
baby
bad
at
either.
down the
worst. I
middle.
like that.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So splitting the
Oh,
baby
this shit
down the
about to
middle.
die.
I guess you could put me down for 8-9.
Okay. I would lean more to the 9 than the 8. I feel like honestly, bro, y'all have it's 10-7 for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I see the RG3
It's this
campaign
one. This one.
out
This
of
one.
Jada Daniels, bro. Just a little more
I'm glad you put that perspective. I'm glad you y'all brought that up, bro.
Well,
Y'all
don't
brought
forget
that up.
RG3 also started out 3-7 or 3-6.
But he finished 10-6.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I'm
that's what
just
I'm
saying
saying.
though.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it was a wild card, you know what I'm saying, birth for him. So it was just
yeah.
like
The game that he shouldn't have played in.
that he shouldn't have played in for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Like I
Bro, just
see
don't do my.
that.
That's all I'm saying. Don't do my nigga like that, bro. I'm gonna be pissed at y'all niggas forever.
Fix the field, man. Fix
Fix the
fix
fucking
FedEx,
Fix the
field.
nigga.
field.
My
Well,
nigga
you
said
know,
y'all
we're
fixed the field.
actually,
My
we're
nigga said
actually
y'all
in.
supposed to have fixed it already.
Well, they're actually. Last I read, they're actually in talks to blow up RFK and build something new there.
They need to. Y'all need a
So,
new.
Not,
so
Y'all need
might,
a new
not Roy.
stadium.
so they might be going back to DC.
But yeah,
Ooh.
fellas,
They were because
man.
they were trying to go to VA. They were trying to go to VA, but it didn't
Oh
work
yeah,
out.
they did say they was trying to move to Northern Virginia, like Arlington or some shit like that.
Yeah, the Wizards were too. It just didn't work out.
My sister live out Arlington. That'll be hard.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Catch a little skins game, a
The
little
skins
Commodore
game,
jump
you know what I'm
for
saying?
the
Look,
one
yeah,
time.
you know what I'm saying? For the
Yeah,
especially if
yeah.
if we see them again, I'm definitely catching that. God, definitely
Yeah.
catch that game.
We played the skins this year. I think y'all come to LA, Mike.
Oh yeah, I know. We play the
I might be
Falcons
tripping,
at
but I feel like we
home.
played the skins, bro.
I know we play the Falcons at home because we might try to do some sports reports as ordered from the stadium
I
on
know
that
we
one.
got the Bears this year. We get the Caleb Williams effect, Mr. 18
Oh,
this year
that's a
on our
Versus
L.
schedule.
AR5. We really
That's a
got all
L.
new quarterbacks in the league. We really got a whole
That's
new
a L.
gen of
Oh,
That
no, we
ain't no
gonna play
L.
the skins.
Stop your shit too far. Stop your
That's a
shit.
L.
Stop your shit too far.
Y'all
Keep
still
Jared
ain't
trying to
got
Goff
say
is
that.
the
no.
veteran.
Y'all
Jared
still
Goff
ain't
is the
got.
old
Y'all still ain't got nobody.
the
That's
statesman.
Stop.
scary. They ain't that scary
Y'all
though.
y'all ain't stopping those receivers.
Golf,
Man, let me calm down too
golf,
far.
the elder
Calm down.
statesman in the north. Like
You know what
I
I'm
know,
saying?
right?
that shit crazy.
So yeah. So how
That nigga
about
not
that?
even a 10-year veteran, bro.
Well, how about that? You know, JJ McCarthy is obviously stepping into a nice situation. Like, what are expectations for him?
Bro,
I
he got
say,
Bro.
Justin
bro.
Jefferson, bro. Let that shit fly. If
10
niggas
10
feel
wins.
like the
He got
cheetah,
Justin. Hey, that nigga Ralph funny as a bitch.
No, he got Justin Jefferson,
if
Jordan
niggas feel
Addison.
like that that Tua noodle to boodle arm Tungavaloa won't shit at Alabama. He couldn't make that 48-yard play that ended the game at Alabama. If niggas feel like the cheetah can go there and propel his career and make him look like a prolific passer, then Justin Jefferson can do the exact same for
No,
Noodle
he
He
got.
Arm
is.
McCarthy.
He
No,
is.
not
Bruh should
only
be in the
Justin Jefferson,
Bruh
he
should be
got
in the
Jordan
offensive
Addison.
rookie of the year conversation, bro.
Yeah, he
McCarthy
But that's
got
should
what
be
I'm
in the
Jordan
saying.
conversation.
Addison. He got TJ Hawkinson. They got
Yeah,
Aaron Jones.
he's strapping.
Bruh, seven step that bitch, nigga. What's up, nigga? Buckle your chin
So that's what
scrap,
I'm
nigga. What it
saying.
do?
So
Yeah,
That's
like
what
You
he
know
I'm
what I'm
might be the
he
saying?
dude.
dead ass though.
Buckle
He
that
He
dead
might
shit.
be the
ass though.
he
The
might be the
niggas
dude
about to
that
be
we forgetting
crazy,
about.
bro. Kevin O'Connor about to go crazy. Like,
He might be the dude that we're forgetting about. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
even
no
like
and
bullshit though.
The Vikings in general.
even though I'm not a Bo Nix dude, even though I'm not a Bo Nix dude,
Man, cut
you know
this
what I'm
fucking
saying?
shit
He
out,
got
bro.
he
I'm
got
tired of
Cortland
hearing,
Sutton.
bro.
You know, they went and got his college receiver.
I don't
You know what I
care.
Mm-hmm.
mean? They
So
picked up
fucking what? Who was the nigga? Who was he? Who was the nigga?
the dude that
Troy
had
Frank
23
Franklin?
Franklin.
The
touchdowns.
nigga
Troy
that he
Yeah,
Franklin.
the
23
nigga that he threw
touchdowns.
to. He's just the nigga that he threw to, bro.
23
That's tough.
touchdowns.
That's
You
tough.
know what I mean? And
He's just the nigga that he threw to in the Pac-12, bro.
That's tough.
they still got Javante Williams in year two back from the ACL.
It's not
You know, they
enough,
picked
bro.
up
UNC,
Audric Estime
nigga.
from Notre Dame.
Noah
They
I
picked
Fant.
got Garner
Noah
Minshew
Fant.
coming in
They
ahead
got
of them
Fant.
niggas, bro. I got
They
the
got
Chargers and the Broncos is last place
I
in that
agree.
shit.
I
I
agree.
agree.
I'm just
So
saying,
what
like
we
you could
talking about?
no, I'm just saying that like
Cause Minnesota could
If Bo
easily
Nix is
be
just marginal, if Bo
in that second slot over Green Bay. I wouldn't be surprised.
they could be. They
And
could be.
Chicago could.
I don't think they will be, but they could
I
be.
don't think they will be either, but they could be. I would
Yeah.
take them
Yeah.
and Chicago over Denver doing something in the West.
Yeah.
Me
It
personally.
did. Yeah. So I'm just saying like he could have stepped into a worse situation and if Sean Payton is the quarterback whisperer
He
because you
is
know
he?
cuz I don't think so, but like I've heard people compare Bo Nix to Drew Brees.
Is he? Like what the
77%
fuck?
completion with 4,500 yards passing.
Niggas just be get to barking and woofing shit, bro. That shit crazy. That shit wild as fuck.
Hey,
But
they
see,
don't everybody's a Mike Tannenbaum,
That
huh?
nigga said that nigga is reminding him of Mahomes. Deshaun Payton said the nigga reminded him of Mahomes.
He did say that. He did say
Very
that.
Like
elite
niggas,
in the short and intermediate passing.
bro, that shit's
Just like I heard Harbaugh say that JJ McCarthy is Andrew Luck.
this
Bro,
shit.
why he not, bro?
JJ McCarthy is actually talented. He's not
He
Andrew Luck.
is.
He's not Andrew Luck because Andrew Luck was out that bitch throwing the ball
He
at
was a
Stanford.
football junkie. That's what Andrew Luck was. He was a
You know
true
what I'm
football
saying?
junkie.
Yeah, and
That-
he just happened to be a
he
fucking giant
he
too.
played DN at one point before he started playing quarterback. You know what I'm
JJ
saying? So,
McCarthy wasn't asked to lead an offense like Andrew Luck was in
Bro,
college.
JJ McCarthy came from IMG. What are we
He
talking
did.
about?
He played with athletes his entire life. The boy blessed.
he
He's
said the
gonna.
boy.
He's going to continue to. That's why it's crazy. Like his life is really crazy
That's what I'm
because
saying. Put some respect on him.
he went to the high school, the college, and now he
Put some
like the shit crazy, bro.
Now he
Like
put
this shit
now he
crazy.
the
put some,
guy in Minnesota, like for sure.
put some
Yeah.
respect on him, Crody.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, he
yeah,
ain't go to
fellas, man.
Alabama though.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, but he
he ain't
went
go
to
to
a
Bama or
premier school.
nothing.
I'm just saying, and like he went to the Vikings, but they got enough. That's all. That's all I was saying. Like
Oh,
IMG,
and you know who else the Vikings got, right?
Aaron Jones.
you already
No,
said it.
on the other side of the ball.
Dallas
Mm,
Turner
Yup. Flores is
mm.
about to have
So
fun.
aka Ndamukong
wait.
Suh.
So
Flores about to have fun.
is did the Vikings pull off what the Houston Texans did last year with drafting
No,
CJ
I
and
think they
Will?
no,
Like no, this their version. They're like when they
this
go,
no.
is I think this is their version of that though.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Not saying they're gonna pull off what
I
Houston
think
did.
Dallas Turner is every bit
They
as
don't get to
good.
play the Colts twice. That's the only reason I say no.
I
Oh
think
my
Dallas
god.
Turner is gonna be every bit of as good as Will Anderson was his rookie year. I think Dallas Turner's going to be that with Brian Flores, and I think McCarthy having a good scheme and weapons, that shit is going to be
Yeah,
fun in Minnesota.
he went to the
Inside a
right coach.
dome,
He went to the right
Mhm.
coach.
Turn
But
inside
around,
of
don't
a
get that bitch
dome,
to Aaron Jones, then hit
that
that bitch
shit,
on the bootleg. You know what I'm saying? Short
bruh.
yard. You know what I'm
They don't
saying?
even
Roll
have to
out.
like Aaron Jones is just the ice on the cake, bruh. They really don't even need to run the ball. Like they don't really have to run the
Yeah, I mean
ball. Like
they could use Aaron Jones like Austin Eckler.
right?
For
Like
sure.
they could have had Austin Eckler, and I would have felt
But I think
comfortable.
if Kevin want to do it right though, if Kevin wants to do JJ right his rookie year,
He got
he
to run the
would
ball.
he would run the ball first his
Yeah,
first
I'm
year.
just saying
You know
that
what I'm
the way they
saying?
set up, bro, they got the fucking
Yeah, that
weapons.
for the next couple years after once he
with
get rid of the wristband, you know what I'm
with
saying, in that
Hawkinson
second
though.
third year, yeah, for sure.
Like if they lock in Justin Jefferson for the next 5 years, god damn, that
Yeah,
shit gonna
man.
be crazy.
All they gotta do is build the defense up
Because
for sure. At
McCarthy
that
got
point,
enough talent arm wise. He's like I fuck with bro. He just wasn't asked to like Harbaugh don't ask the quarterback to do all of that. Like he want that
Yeah,
type of quarterback when he played. He want the
And that's the improvement of Justin Herbert is gonna have this year. Like he's gonna have the benefit of having the fact that he don't have to carry the squad every game, all game. He's gonna have it's gonna be so quarterback friendly. He gonna look like Brock Purdy. His season is gonna kind of turn out to be like a Brock Purdy year, where it's just
the
like
difference
run the
is bro
ball,
actually like he got that
talented.
talent. That
Yeah,
nigga's
yeah.
he
And
got
when
the
they
Brock
just when
arm.
they
Purdy
got
got.
Adam Boyd too, right?
Who?
They went and got
The
DJ
Chargers.
Shark, right?
Yeah,
Did they
yeah,
get
DJ.
him?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't
They
even
got
know.
Adam
That's what's
Shark and
up.
they think about signing Valdez Scantling.
Hmm.
That ain't shit, but I do fuck with DJ. If they got if they got a if they got a healthy DJ Chark, I fuck with that though. And I'm not just being biased. If he healthy, like cuz of Pro Bowl.
Yeah, they went and got DJ Shark. I like Palmer. You know, I mean, obviously we got to see him do it, but I think he has talent.
That's
Fucking
what's up.
Quentin Johnston.
They still got Everett too, bro. Like tight end. Like don't sleep on Everett, bro. I feel like Everett a
Yeah,
decent
nigga,
solid
I'm a
target.
Rams fan. That nigga ain't all that.
You don't think so, bro?
We drafted him, bro. We drafted the nigga. I
Hey, the
know.
I
Rams
thought
got
he.
my Hilltopper. Shout out to Higby.
Tyler Higgs.
I fuck he on the PUP list.
Yeah,
But yeah, fellas, man, we don't reach that 2.5 hour mark in this here hot box. We appreciate everybody who came to smoke with us tonight, man. I'm Styrofoam Ralph. This has been Cups and the Gang. You know, I had my dog with me, the motherfucking illegitimate Oracle, the 4-1 Oracle, my dog, Bleed Blue for the shoe. Nap Nation, J Lethal representing in the building. And you know, I have my dog, one half of Sports Reports as ordered, the best sports podcast in the land. My dog Mike Will 25 representing in the building, and you know I have my dog LA our way AD representing in the building. You can catch the hot box every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday night. Today is Sunday, so we won't be we will be back tomorrow night. So
Tomorrow,
look,
yeah.
man, catch us in here 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We love y'all so much. Smoke with us next time.